always do that.
Hello and welcome to Joshrardo. My name is Gerardo Alarcon, and today
My name is Josh Magic Michaels.
Fuck! And today is the day everyone's been waiting for.
Oh, everybody's gonna be so fucking excited when they find out who the guest is, even though they already know because it's in the thumbnail.
It's in the Instagram. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
It's the trilogy that nobody wanted, but we had to have.
We had to have it.
We had to have
Look,
it.
this guest, he kept asking and asking and asking. And we were like, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And without further ado,
you know we love him.
We mentioned all his credits. I'm just kidding. He has a show called The M Word that I work on.
Yeah.
And I do the lighting, the sound.
It's a great show.
The mixing.
You've had a couple of really cool guests.
Let me finish.
A couple of like.
Josh was a guest. Episode 7. Episode 7. The worst one.
I was calling out Armando Torres. Beef. Just kidding.
Bro, everyone's calling out Armando on your podcast.
Why?
Daniel called out Armando on your podcast.
Why?
You don't remember?
Wow, dude. You're such a performer that you're just like...
Yeah, dude, I'm like fucking in it. Like, wait, first of all, hi, I'm Melvin.
Oh, yeah.
Melvin Diaz. I'm back.
Melvin Diaz. Sorry about the underwhelming introduction.
Yeah, dude, you guys fucking suck. You guys are rusty, huh?
No, it's not that. It's the first time we're excited. The second time, a little less excited.
Yeah,
the third
less,
time, we don't fucking care.
We don't care anymore.
It's the more that we get to know you, the less
less excitement I provide.
The less effort, we feel like we have to put in because
right now, like we're kind of like in like a 5th year relationship right now, which is like we love each other, but like I don't have to take a shower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I still get happy when I see you. I just don't get horny.
Yeah. It's just Armando excites me just a little bit more.
No, I was calling him out. You said someone else was calling him out?
Yeah, I remember Daniel was like, he was like, why'd you want to have us on the M Word?
Yeah.
And then you said,
I love
you guys. You guys are awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he goes, I think that's cap because you had Armando Torres on first.
Oh, he did say that, huh?
Yeah.
He said that on mic?
Yeah.
He said it on mic. He said a lot of crazy shit on mic. Daniel said a lot of racism.
He said a lot of racist ass shit.
Are you going to keep it in?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to, but I think.
Oh yeah.
I think there's certain situations that occurred in the past couple of weeks that
he was saying some wild shit about us. I know.
Yeah. You know Daniel.
Yeah, I know the things that he likes to say always.
But do yourself a favor, check that out on the M Word of Melvin Diaz.
Yeah, just YouTube. Just type in Melvin Diaz on YouTube and I pop out. Some Joshrardo clips of me pop out.
What's so funny is your episode of Joshrardo is like, I think, second up there. It's like what? It's like M Word. When you type in Melvin Diaz, it's like M Word and then Joshrardo and then.
Oh my god! I just remembered my beef from this morning that I was telling you guys before the show. Yeah,
go ahead, say it. Don't forget it.
Don't forget.
You want me to say it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fucking say my beef right now, dude. All right, my beef. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I am the top 2 Joshrardo episodes of all time, dude. I'm the top 2. Yeah. If you fucking Google, if you check up the most popular Joshrardo episodes. No. My beef is with every other guest that you guys have had on this fucking show, man. No disrespect, but dude, I'm so much better, bro. Like, dude, straight up, I'm tired of being a fucking gentleman and a nice sweetheart, bro. Whoa. I'm the best guest. I'm the best Joshrardo guest.
How about you drop some fucking names if you're the best guest?
Who are you better than?
Yeah, everyone. I will say except maybe Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia,
of course.
Dude, that's my favorite episode. That's my favorite Joshrardo episode.
You're playing the game.
Yeah, you should be beefing up the ladder, but you're not. You're fucking up the ladder.
I'm beefing down. I'm punching down.
Yeah. Okay, looks like you're punching. You look like you were masturbating.
Dude, I'm punching down, dude.
Yeah, dude. I got to be honest. When I saw that, I wasn't surprised.
When you saw it 2 days after my clip, because that's how quickly.
I did. You skyrocketed. Everybody else is like, "Who are these people? I don't fucking care."
Yeah.
Maybe we should just start a podcast.
Maybe it was me talking about Portuguese monkeys.
No, it wasn't that, dude. It was definitely our
Our love for each other.
No, you guys had to finish it. You guys had to finish it.
I did. You said
chemistry.
No.
Our chemistry. Yeah. I mean, maybe we don't have.
I like how your argument for saying that we have chemistry is me guessing and getting it wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm so disappointed.
It's like our love, our chemistry. Clearly, we don't have it if I can't guess what you're saying.
And you want us to think chemistry when you're starting a show by yourself when the chemistry's here, baby?
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Yeah, that's fucking weird to me.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I actually, this is not even funny. What? I had no idea you guys felt like this.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're talking about chemistry, but we don't see it. I mean, I see it. I'm just joking. No, I was trying to beef, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah. I love Jerry Garcia too.
No, dude. Honestly, no. Hey, jokes aside, I love and respect all the guests that you've had on. Like, I know some, I don't know some, but dude, I'm just so much better than all of you.
Yeah, I mean, look, the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. Statistics don't lie. Watch time hours don't lie.
Bro, it's crazy.
That's true.
Everyone wants to see Melvin.
It is a little weird.
It is getting to my head, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's got into my head, bro.
Yeah, every time I see you, you look more like Jesus.
Yeah,
every time. It's like, I don't know. Are you starting a cult? What are you doing?
Dude, I walked. Did you feel my presence when I walked in?
No, I did. I hugged you.
Yeah. I did feel. It's like I don't want to call it warmth, but it is something. It is something that you feel all over your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Yeah. Everywhere except your genitals.
Yeah, and butt.
Oh no, there's a little something. There's a little something there. It's like a little oh fuck.
Well, I don't know if you know, but we're starting to do these challenges with our audience.
Yeah.
I did let you know what the challenge was. Sorry for hard cutting that conversation.
Full
we were talking about butts.
transparency. Yeah, you gotta let them know.
Yeah, we gotta let you know because guess what it is, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't act
like I told you. Don't
know.
act like you don't fucking. I said, guess what it is, and it's easy guess.
Tic-tac-toe. Do you really want me to tell you?
You get one more guess, and then if you don't guess right, you're gonna get a lash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lash you?
Yeah.
White man always likes to lash the minority.
Wait. It was supposed to be sexual, not like not like that.
Okay. All right, dude. Isn't everything sexual?
Not this challenge. I'll tell you that.
Okay. I'm gonna remember that you said that. So when you say something later in this episode, I'm gonna go, whoa, I thought everything was sexual.
Yeah. So, only when it pleases you. I'm Melvin.
Yeah,
just like sexual things. It's the marriage game.
It's the newlywed game.
It's the newlywed game. Let's go ahead and look up at the screen.
Jess Isaias G.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not the fucking game, but yeah.
I know, but can I just talk to the commenter right now for a second? Yes, I've been reading your name as Jessica is a G this whole time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, because to me you are a G.
Yeah.
I could in the profile pic I could tell. I think it's a high angle, but you're like, damn, that's a G.
Oh, I thought you said a hot angle.
Sure, that too.
Dude, that's our friend, bro.
Yeah, that's my friend.
I can think my friends are hot. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, well, we steer clear from you and bring my friends around.
You're hot, dude.
Okay, dude, that's.
Well, I just want to say that there was a lot of challenges in the comment section.
Yeah,
and we appreciate
some are really
that.
bad.
You read them?
Yeah. Name a bad one. Call them out.
Yeah, call them out.
Dude, I've been calling too many people out, bro. This is making me a lot of enemies.
You literally said, I love Jerry Garcia. Yeah, you called a lot of people out.
Yeah.
I called out like all 71 of your guests, dude.
You didn't name a single one of them, though.
I don't want to.
See?
No, but there was terrible challenges. Nick Laney had 7 great challenges, though.
Oh, I still haven't met Nick Laney, bro. I want to meet Nick.
Yeah, dude, that would be an epic episode.
Yeah, that'd be epic. Just you guys coming together in the same room. I don't know if I could handle. Oh, okay.
Kissing?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't really I don't know if you're like flirting with me right now or if you're like, you're playing this game with me, dude, and I don't like it. It's like sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know. I'm never going to bring my friends around you. But then you're like kissing. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
that's just the game I play, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's working. It's working.
All right, so anyways, let's get back to the prompt. Look at the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so don't say the name again. Just read it. Yeah, read it.
Jessica, it's a G. Do you like how do a like?
Gosh, are you fucking dyslexic?
Call me what you were going to call me. You were going to call me a bad name.
No.
Oh, yeah. What the
Jesus
fuck?
I thought you were going to call me R-worded right now.
No,
I'm sorry. I put that in your mouth. I'm sorry I put that word in your mouth. That word is
sexual,
dude. I'm sorry, everything is sexual.
Everything is sexual. Yeah.
You're right. Sorry, let me try again.
Okay, you look at the screen.
The R word? You mean rectum, bro?
Let me try again.
Yeah, go for it. Don't read the name.
Do like a how well does my friend know me type of challenge. Ask rigorous questions about each other and see how well you do. Prayer hands
emoji. Yeah. Just say it faster. Anyways, but yeah.
It's like you got to talk like a pastor.
Oh,
like
you're right. Like Chris Hansen or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
yeah. What's the other, there's like a mega church pastor guy. Joel Osteen.
I was going to say Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, I'd love to go to the church of Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we only have 10 minutes. Come on.
All right, so I have some questions. You have some questions. You prepared some questions,
yes,
right?
I did.
Yes. Okay. Who wants to go first? How do you want to do it?
Okay, so this is the rules that I thought of the game. Ready?
Okay.
So if it's my turn, I'm asking a question if you guys know something about yourselves, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Or about each other. I'm a terrible rules guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I'm supposed to answer what I think Melvin would answer.
Yes.
And Melvin's supposed to answer what he thinks I would answer.
Yes.
Right.
So do you guys want to do the rock, paper, scissors thing again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, it never goes well. Yeah.
Me fucking annihilate you guys?
Yeah.
And if anybody's first time watching or whatever.
And let's be honest, you've seen the episode.
I knew as soon as I started to say that he was going to go there.
Come on, bro.
And they watch the whole thing every time.
It's only an hour long and they watch 62 minutes. I don't know. Melvin thinks he's like a sniper when it comes to rock, paper, scissors. He thinks he can
You
get
cried.
it.
He is. You cried.
He is so good.
We'll see.
But I wanted to do this again, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted my fucking pick. You go first,
yeah,
Payback.
yeah,
I went first last time.
All right.
I'm going to keep track of your fucking movements. Sorry for cutting.
Hold on. Let me just.
You see those movements?
Yeah, let me try to just kind of get in your head.
He's getting in my head already.
I know he is.
He wanted me to laugh.
Everything from the point after you say rock, paper, scissors is a tactic.
It is.
Whatever.
We got to learn.
We got to learn.
Yeah.
I'm fucking gay. Okay.
He called me gay?
I said I'm gay.
Okay, ready?
All right. It's rock, paper, scissors, go.
Hey, let's keep our head in the frame.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you have the camera for like someone that's usually shorter. I'm 6'5", dude, and I'm your best guest. All right, adjust the camera.
I got in his head.
You did?
Oh my god!
Holy shit, that was really good. That was really good. Okay, ready?
All right, rock, paper, scissors, go.
Fuck.
What is this?
How does he do it?
What is this?
How does he do it?
This isn't real.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so I just annihilated Josh Michaels.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all right.
You did, but let me just say a prayer really quick.
Oh my gosh, dude, you better be praying to me.
Oh my god, dude. How about this? If you beat him,
Yeah.
I'll say a prayer to you.
No. If I beat him, I own Joshrardo. The channel's mine, all 601 subscribers.
Okay, go ahead.
There's only 599. Anyways,
There'll be 601.
Once this episode comes out, you're right.
all right, are you ready?
Yeah.
You heard that crack? No, you're fucking intimidated, huh? Sorry for cussing. Ready? Is it rock, paper, scissors, go?
Yeah, rock, paper,
in your
scissors.
head. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
All right, now let's take a little breather. Let's take a little breather for the audio listeners. That was 2 fucking rocks.
That was 2 rocks.
I'm gonna have an asthma attack.
Yeah, no, you are.
Oh my god, he's not messing around.
I'm not breaking eye contact either.
Okay. Yeah, you just did.
He just broke eye contact.
Did immediately.
Okay.
And did.
Are you ready? I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, me too, dude. Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Oh,
what's up, bitch?
Oh my god.
You want to own the podcast, huh? Oh, well, you should probably win the game.
Oh my god.
I fucking won, baby. This is the trilogy everybody wanted. I lied earlier.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And guess what, dude? This episode hasn't even come out yet, but it only has 2 views. Nobody's watching.
Damn, bro.
Timestamp this. This is when people click over to another video.
You finally beat me after
I did.
5-6 times of us playing.
Okay.
I thought about it a lot, honestly. I did not. Dude, you really fucked my head. Even after watching the episode, I was at 300 of those views.
Whoa,
Dude.
Did you watch like videos? Did you prepare? Did you?
I watched his.
Yeah, well, that explains why one got a lot of views, but the other one, it must be because it's just the best.
Oh no, they both got a lot of views. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I like what you did.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I'm sober, dude.
Oh shit, we didn't even mention that.
Yeah, and I hope this video gets 1 million views.
Yes.
Okay, just so you guys know, when this comes out, it'll be in a couple of days. 90 days sober.
Wow, dude. Give it up for Melvin, dude. Nobody
90
thought it
days
was
sober.
possible.
90 days sober.
Everybody said it should have been
And
sooner.
80% of the reason, 52% of the reason why I'm sober is because of these boys.
Oh
Right
my
here.
God, dude.
We
Give it
own
up for
him.
us.
We
dude.
own his sobriety.
We own it. We own it.
Yeah.
We take full
Yeah.
credit for it.
Yeah.
How do you feel though, for real?
I feel really good, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel quite as funny. I don't feel quite as talented. I don't feel quite as social. I don't feel quite as loving. But I feel good.
I mean, you're hilarious still.
Yeah, dude, you're all those
Yeah,
things.
you're all those things.
Nah, man, I'm just kidding. No, I do feel good. I feel like
Because you're right, that wasn't funny.
no,
I'm
this
just kidding.
is
I'm
the
just
truth,
kidding.
dude.
I'm kidding.
Truth hurts.
No, you're beautiful. You're funny.
Yeah.
You're charismatic. You're still a people person, pleaser.
Thank you guys. I
know.
feel good, and I feel like I got my motivation back. I feel like I can think clear now. My emotions aren't so clouded. My thoughts aren't so clouded. I feel good, dude.
Dude, I wish we had a 90-day chip we can give
I
you.
know. I
Nah,
think I might
don't give me
have-
that shit, dude.
Whoa,
The only chip I need is this friendship right now.
Oh shit!
Okay, well,
How did
you have
it?
one on your shoulder too that needs to be knocked off, dude.
That was fucking good.
Okay, because see, for people who are watching the video, look at Melvin's face. You're flirting, dude. That was a flirty look.
You saw it.
Yeah. See, you're being like you're throwing things at me,
Wow.
but then you'll look at me that way, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he knows.
I like to throw curveballs.
Yeah,
baby.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
All right, are we ready for the newlywed game?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir, I am.
Yeah.
Let's
All
get
right.
these fucking newlywed game.
I got my whiteboard.
Here you
so
go.
you're gonna ask. You're gonna ask your questions first.
Yes.
Okay.
I could choose who goes first, but I'm not going to do that to you guys because I want to ask the first question.
Now, I think what we should do. We should either have stakes, also give us more challenges, and then we'll give you challenges too. But there should be some sort of stakes.
So what are we writing right now? Question?
No, he's gonna. Oh, you're gonna ask us the question. We have to write our answer.
Oh, okay. About each other, me and Josh.
Yeah. Also, so what do you think a good steak would be? Who?
Ribeye.
Okay, obviously.
Sorry, that's my dad joke shit. Dude. Trying it out now that I'm sober.
It works now. Yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Okay, are you guys ready for the question?
Yeah.
Question number 1. If you can go anywhere in the world, where?
So you think where I would go, and I'll think where you would go.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Look at me in the eyes real quick. Okay. This is gonna be bad. Where the fuck do you want to go?
Honestly, if we guess right, I'm gonna kiss you right in the mouth.
Fuck. I mean, I want that, but I don't know where you want to. I can't get any hints, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna. Fuck.
You guys are newlyweds.
Just guess, baby.
All right, whatever. All right, I'm wrong.
Okay, on the count of 3, let's show our answers.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Ooh, Greece and Spain.
Oh no, but I
It
would
is
like
like
to
top
go,
three. That's
I-
top
yeah,
three.
it's top 3 too. But it's not my
Whoa.
number 1. But I would like to go.
yeah, it's not
Greece.
my number one. That's my top 3.
Spain and Greece. What's your number 1?
Dubai.
Dubai.
What's your number 1?
I want to go to Tokyo, dude.
Oh,
I knew it.
Which he was gonna go to. And
Oh,
then
that makes sense.
Coronavirus happened.
I was going to go to Tokyo. Wipe it on
then-
your shirt. Wipe it on your
Together?
shirt. It's better.
No, with his brother, but Europe's
Yeah.
pretty high on that list too. Like I want to check out.
Wow.
I want to.
That's really good. Let's keep doing this. Man. I
Okay,
want to learn more
let's
about
see.
you.
Let's see.
Ah,
Melvin.
yeah, dude.
Melvin goes next.
Okay, a question about you guys?
Yes.
All right.
All right, here we go.
If you get this wrong, I will fuck you up, dude.
Oh yeah. You gotta ask. You gotta ask the question though.
Yeah. He's asking it.
Oh okay.
Okay, I won't write it down.
Okay, you can just ask it.
Yeah. When and where was the first time you guys hung out as friends? Not when you guys met, when you guys
Where?
first hung out.
When and where? Or
Yeah,
just
when and where? When and
I know where.
When and where?
When? What year? When or what? Like what? Like
Yeah, year or
year? I don't know what year.
Y'all ready?
Who's struggling, huh? Okay, he got corona from the question.
What year is it this year? Okay. So okay.
He's doing fucking math in his head.
Okay. I got it.
All
I
right.
got it.
All right.
I think I got this
You guys
wrong.
are revealing.
Ready?
In 3, 2, 1, go. 2018 Flappers
What'd you put?
at his house.
I was high. Flappers.
I was high,
2015.
Flappers late
It probably was.
2015,
It probably,
2018,
it pro-
2018,
I don't know.
2015.
This was a bad guess. I panicked. And I
No,
put
but 3 years
No, but
difference.
he's right though. The first time we were ever friends when he came over to my house and fucked, baby.
Yeah,
no, we did a
fucked.
podcast at my house where I got super drunk
Yeah, we played basketball.
Yeah.
He made terrible.
You
mac
guys
and
don't play
cheese.
basketball, dude.
I can ball, dude, and I'll ball you.
You
up.
guys, dude,
Anytime.
you guys can be the basketballs.
Just because you got height. Oh, just because you got height, you think you can ball?
No, it's because I'm good. It's because I'm good at basketball. I think I could ball.
Well, maybe as a little bonus content, me and you will play a little one-on-one.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
He laughed.
Yeah, this is gonna be rock paper scissors all over it again, dude. You're gonna lose.
Except I'm gonna fucking dunk on your fucking face and my pee-pee is
it.
gonna be in your mouth.
Do it, dude. You don't have to dunk to do that, baby.
All right.
And don't call it a pee-pee.
All right, here we go. I know Melvin like the back of my hand, dude.
All right, baby. Let's do it.
What's the question, Josh?
What's the question, Joshy?
All right, I got my questions in my little notes right here. So this is a question about you guys. I mean, I'm asking you guys, right?
Yep.
You guys did just kind of, meet semi-recently. Me and you did meet recently too. So it's like these questions should be either really hard or really easy. Okay.
You didn't know me.
What actor would play you in a movie? What actor would play Joshrardo and what actor
would play Melvin? Okay, let me see here. Who? I'm not ready. I don't know who the fuck would play Melvin. He looks so weird.
All right.
Fuck! Damn!
Everybody
Mark Ruffalo.
Comment if you agree.
Yeah, comment who would play me.
Okay, ready?
In a
All
movie.
right, yeah, 3, 2, 1. Show your answers.
Boom.
I'll show mine last.
Josh, Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Melvin, Andy Serkis.
Yeah, he had to CGI.
Fuck you, dude.
Bro, yeah, you'd have to be in mocap to be you.
Man,
Dude.
fuck you and fuck you.
Wow, dude. That's such a good answer.
Yeah, that's really clever, dude.
That's such a
Okay,
good
mine's
answer.
is for Gerardo Antonio Banderas.
I was
you
gonna,
stupid bitch.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna put.
Or Josh Gad.
Josh Gad is good.
Yeah, Josh Gad.
Gad
Yeah,
is
he's
good.
cool. He's charming.
Did you write one for?
And then for you, Edward Norton. Ed Norton.
Okay, yeah. I wrote down. I changed it from Hugh Jackman to Huge Jackman because you got a huge dick, right? And then Joe Pesci because you say everybody.
Joe Pesci.
You say that everybody calls you Joe Pesci.
Yeah. That's fucking good. Dude.
Nobody's called me Joe Pesci, but yeah.
I thought you said people call you that.
No, what's his name? Joe Belushi.
John
John Belushi.
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
I'll play
Didn't
Joe
he
Pesci.
die?
Yeah, Joe Pesci did.
Okay.
Oh, there's an opening for a new Pesci.
I'm down.
All right.
So that was fun.
You wanna
It took a long time,
Yeah,
but it was
I kind of
fun.
want to do one more.
Yeah, let's do
I do want to do one more round.
Okay, let's do one more round.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
first again.
How are both of you gonna die? So how do you think?
I was gonna write how I'm gonna die.
Wait, how does this work?
No, that's not a good one, right?
I can.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
How I think I'm gonna die. How he thinks he's gonna die. Yeah.
No, should we do it for each other?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
how do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
Melvin's gonna die?
Yeah,
How does he think you're gonna
So
die?
how do I think Melvin is gonna die?
Meanwhile, I just want to let the audience know that I love Melvin. I didn't mean Andy Serkis in a negative way.
All right.
Ready?
Okay, mine's okay.
Okay. Yours is gonna be mean. I don't know. If I'm ready. All right, 3, 2, 1. At age 87, after having 5 kids and a lovely wife.
But it's gonna be because of
Suicide. Yours is suicide too.
jump off the roof of the studio.
Yeah, jump off the roof of the studio.
And a little face like
this. Oh.
wait, dude. Yeah, at age 87, after having 5 kids and a loving wife, but you're gonna kill yourself at 87.
Wow, dude, because I'm gonna realize I'm gonna be like, this was all for nothing.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, well, this is a really great life, but I'm kind of done, dude.
Yeah, I gave up on my dreams for these fucking 5 stupid kids and this stupid loving wife.
Oh my, she's so loving but stupid.
She's so stupid but loving. Yeah, dude, and you're gonna be admiring the view, and you're gonna be like,
I think I'm done.
I'm done. I did it. I made it.
He doesn't have access to the roof.
I know. My landlord locked the fucking access to the roof for some reason, dude.
Too much dope content. Yeah, your landlord's starting a YouTube channel and doesn't want the competition.
I know. He has a show called The R Word.
He has a show where he interviews people on the roof of the studio. All right, you go, Melvin. You ask us a question.
Go for it.
All right.
All right.
Come on. How would you tell the other person that their significant other is cheating with a family member?
What?
3,
2, 1.
I would put a letter under his door, but with tears on the page, so that he knows that I was sad about it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's upside down, dude.
Over Chipotle? Wow! I didn't even know that was the right answer.
Dude, you guys are French friend soulmates, dude.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's how I would want to be told.
Yeah.
And I would be like, hey, dude, let's go get some Chipotle.
Oh, okay. And then he tells me at my favorite place.
And then this is how he knows too, because we're gonna be at the register, and I'm gonna be like, "It's on me, dude." And
I'm like, she cheated on me.
He's like, "Fuck, what happened?"
Who was it? My cousin?
My cousin, huh? Family member.
All right, I got one more. Look at you guys entertain the people because I didn't know how many of these we were gonna do, so I found a lot, but I want to find my favorite.
I know. I wish I didn't throw a curve. I threw a softball question at the beginning. I should have just went straight
hard
at
for it.
Yeah.
What was your first one?
Yeah.
I forget.
I do too. It wasn't memorable.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, where'd you guys meet? Where'd you guys?
Oh no,
become
that was
friends?
a good one. Yeah.
All right, this is a good one. I think.
Okay.
I think this is a fair one.
Okay.
What emoji best represents your spouse?
Wait.
Oh, I screenshot this from an actual video.
What the? Melvin's my spouse.
I mean, friend.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
3, 2.
Wait.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, hey.
He's upside down or no?
What's Joshrardo's?
Oh,
Wait, Josh.
Josh is that face.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
The fire.
Yeah, Melvin's the fire emoji.
Oh.
Or the heart.
Oh, that's super cute.
Yeah.
I felt bad about the Andy Serkis thing.
I like mine, but then what is Joshrardo doing?
I'm like this.
Oh yeah, he's jerking.
Yeah.
He's jerking off.
He's either jerking off or super happy or super sad.
Yeah, mine is Joshrardo's is the winky face, and then
What did you
tongue out.
write there?
Oh, this is Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Joshrardo's the winky face, tongue out,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then Melvin, you're just wet.
Yeah, I'm the water
Yeah,
emoji.
you're the water.
You're
one.
wet, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you were fire. He thought you were water.
Damn.
But really, you're air, dog.
I'm steam.
Steam.
Oh, steam. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because things get steamy when Melvin comes around.
Yeah, dude.
Or like real like icky.
Not icky.
don't say icky.
Don't say icky.
Yeah. But that was
That's
an example of a challenge.
Yeah, dude. And you know what, dude? I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait to get to know you better. Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait till one of our significant others cheat on us with a family member so we can really implement this.
I can't wait till I get to play this game with someone I'm actually getting married to. And not with 2 other guys.
Everyone challenged Josh to get married, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Hey, everyone challenged Josh to find love. Okay.
Okay, dude.
Okay, let's not get like that.
All right,
Christ.
dude.
Okay.
You don't have to love the
Make
person
it something
you
I can
married.
actually do.
Josh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we should.
Nope, that was the chair. That was the chair.
You're telling me that wasn't Joshrardo? That wasn't Chamber?
Oh, I thought you said chair bear right now.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you said chair bear?
Chair Bear.
Oh, I thought you said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Chair Bear?
You said chair bear.
Fuck.
Because that would have been a perfect
See,
combination.
if I was drinking, I would have said
Yeah,
that.
if you had a couple Modelo's in,
Yeah,
you'd be
dude.
like, I'd be dying.
Don't
Be like,
Chair Bear.
I'm just kidding.
Chair Bear.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
I've seen Melvin do my impression like 10 times since the last episode.
Dude, yeah.
good.
He did it at the beginning of the episode, too.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
just like,
good.
oh, welcome back to Joshrardo.
It's so good. That's so good.
Dude, I lose myself when I do that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I lose myself.
Holy shit.
Yo, you know what I realized? Sorry, this is like a different subject.
What?
Bro, I wonder what the next door neighbors think when we do a podcast. Because I don't know if you heard yesterday. Bro, they got in a fight yesterday.
Oh.
And I feel like somebody was cheating on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been hearing them argue more and more.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was the sound of 2 guys and the girl.
Oh my God.
And it was a lot of talk about loyalty and sacrifice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's been cheated on.
Maybe they just run a business and they're just like,
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
lawyers.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not as fun if they run a business.
If they ran a small business, yeah.
maybe they were arguing about the small business loan from Wells Fargo.
Yeah. Wells Fargo has been there when we were selling shirts out of our trunk of our car.
The sacrifices I made from my other bank.
I completely forgot that you actually have neighbors at your studio.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, Six Flags is very packed. Yeah.
Well, of course you got neighbors at Six Flags, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've been hearing them argue more.
Did you hear the conversation yesterday?
No, but
It was gnarly.
I usually do listen if I can hear.
Yeah. Do you guys put like a cup up against them?
No, but you know what I did do? I was editing the next episode of the M Word. And I was editing and I heard it through my earphones, the conversation. I was like, okay, what's that? And then I was listening more and I was like, I shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean?
You should.
I should?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought 100%. I was thinking about the podcast first.
Yeah. No, you should always listen to other people's arguments.
It's your right. It's your God-given right to listen on your neighbors.
We all pay rent.
Yeah, and it's like you're paying to hear their secrets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to like not, you're be quieter about it.
Oh, right. Because what's crazy is you have to see them every day.
Yes.
That's what's crazy. Like I used to get an argument.
Do you guys see them?
Yeah.
Yes.
See him all the time.
I leave every day at the same time that he leaves.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. And he was real friendly during a certain point. He was real friendly, and now he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, because he probably thinks that you guys are fucking over there.
Fucking his wife.
Yeah.
He probably think. Oh,
why would you put that on us?
No, because when shit like that happens, a guy starts like looking at other men as threats.
You're right, absolutely right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he probably looks at us and he's like, "Oh, I bet she would fuck them."
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God, you're
yes.
right.
Yeah.
Jealousy is a cancer.
Jealousy
is a cancer, fool.
Wow.
And he probably sees Gerardo and he's like, I bet that he for sure fucked my girlfriend. You look like someone who like fucked specifically his girlfriend.
Yeah. No, you do. Yeah. You look like someone. Yeah. You look like every girlfriend's bad decision.
You do look like a guy who would like a girl would like cheat on.
I'm saying that in like to spite their boyfriend.
It's a compliment. You're
dude, you're getting pussy though.
you're Antonio Banderas.
So everyone, I said that. Josh Gad's super talented.
Hey, Andy Serkis, let's just bring it down a little bit. We'll fix it in post.
Wow, Caesar, chill, dude. Wow.
I gave you a very accurate actor on your fucking body structure.
I called you Huge Jackman.
Yeah. You have a huge dick, dude.
Because you have a huge dick.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
Yeah. And that's on wax. People know that.
Yeah, people know.
Oh, that's on the episode. This is the second most viewed episode.
Yeah, and this part about you having a huge dick is making the cut.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be randomly spliced into the newlywed game.
Yo, so you have a huge dick. Anyways, let's ask each other questions.
It's gonna be 3, 2. You have a huge dick. 1.
That's so crazy that this
Dude, it is crazy. Have you ever caught somebody cheating?
Yeah, I have.
Not on you.
No. Like I have. Yeah, there's I used to have for my 21st and my 22nd birthday, I threw massive parties. For the first one, it was like at an art gallery, and the second one was this warehouse in downtown LA. Massive. There's like each party had like 200 people. A lot of people cheated on their significant others at those parties.
Oh
dude.
my God.
Yeah.
Why would you enable that?
Yeah, you.
Hey, dude, I just threw the party to celebrate me. And everyone. And also, since my birthday is 2 days before Halloween, they were a birthday Halloween celebration. So like people were in costumes, dressing. A little scandalous and then liquor and then me, like you guys, and and yeah, a lot of people cheated on the significant. And I remember seeing it and just being like, well, this isn't none of my business. And like, there are some people who haven't spoken to me since that because they were just like, I don't know if they blame me or they just it's too painful to see me. Like I don't know.
Melvin threw those swinger parties. That's what your reputation is.
It didn't invite us, dude.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you guys were turning 34 or 35.
Okay, don't just make a joke. Okay. All right? You know he could use a swing or two.
Yeah, I could use a swing.
Honestly, dude, I wish I knew you guys back then. I wish I knew you guys back then.
Yeah, dude, I had my days, dude, but I'm calm now.
Yeah.
I'm relaxed. I'm not out there doing
I feel
what
like
I
me
was
too.
doing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
Yeah, but you have a girl, right? Like you have a life.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, so do I, but I mean, there was a time when I was out there.
Oh yeah. He was out
prowling.
there.
Yeah, men move differently when they got a girl versus when they're just like prowling. And then there's a difference between prowling and just like being like content with where you're at. Yeah. And I think that's where you are right now.
Yeah,
because a guy when he's in the prowl, like he doesn't even look you in the eye. He's always like ready to go. Like, and I'm not even trying to make a big like. They're just like they're always like they base all their decisions on like fucking getting a girl, getting pussy, having sex and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's true. Don't say that word, but yeah. I'd rather you say box or something like that.
That's a gross one too.
They said that in the 90s, bro.
There's a song called The Box right now.
I think we've talked about it, but the nastiest word is gash.
Oh,
for
yeah.
vagina.
I thought that was a joke when I first heard it, and then people were like, yeah, it's gash. And I'm like,
never ever call that is so.
Why would you say that?
Yeah. And then also, there's a lost episode because of this word.
Oh, say it.
Snatch.
Snatch.
Snatch?
How do you feel about people calling pussies snatches?
That's fucking dumb.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Bro, we had a guest on here that'll go nameless that just kept saying snatch over and over and over again. And I was like, bro, I'm not putting this out.
Really?
Yeah,
dude. It was
Snatch
wild.
was a workout for me when I was when I played football. It's like when you, it's like a, I forgot, but it's just like where you put the bar above your head and shit.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Snatch is not that for some people, dude.
Yeah. Snatch,
I don't even like saying it.
Yeah.
well, you said it 7 times already.
I know.
Yeah. Snatch would be a workout for you. Though.
8? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like box a lot more. I don't.
9?
Wait, what? I didn't say it.
69. I don't like box either. Box,
But I don't like pussy. Pussy sounds so gnarly.
Well, what do you say?
I don't really say anything. I say
Making
fat
love
vagina.
with women. What?
No, I
Fat
don't
vagina?
I don't say fat vagina.
I thought that's what you said.
I don't say pussy. I say fat vagina.
Okay, like what's your favorite word for a penis then?
Dick.
Dick. Yeah, dick is the one.
Dick, yeah.
Yeah.
Dick.
Cock. What about cock?
Cock, no, like penis is too like doctor office.
Yeah.
Let me see
dick is
your
like
penis.
dick is dick, and then cock is like, oh my god. Like,
I like cock because it's like fuck cock. It's
Box.
Like, it sounds like I have one in my mouth when I say it. Cock.
12 cock.
I mean, it's great. It's strong. It's
Because I
strong.
feel like when you say penis, it's like penis.
yeah. It's like penis.
Well, like dick is like dick. Dick.
Dick is like, I know what that is. It's a guy or a dick.
Yeah. And when you say penis, like I could be in a good mood, but I'm like penis. It's like it goes up and comes down, and it brings me down.
Yeah.
And I want my penis to be up, not down.
Yeah.
Not mine. But
But I feel like they
Not
both
mine.
have to go together. The way you say penis has to reflect the way you say pussy.
Okay, I now realize why your neighbors don't speak to you anymore. They're listening to this conversation, bro.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They were talking about us cheating, and then they were talking about penis and pussy.
I gotta listen to that podcast.
Oh my god.
I have a beef, and I don't know if I know you don't. And hey, look, I'm just happy to see you.
Well, I thought I already said my beef.
It wasn't real.
Yeah, I didn't hear it because it wasn't real. It wasn't real beef.
Way to unvalidate me.
I'm sorry. That wasn't right.
Yeah, that's not right. We don't like to do that here, and we apologize.
We always will admit when we've made a mistake. But I have a beef, and I'm curious as to how you guys feel about it. It's a comedy beef, and it's a beef that I discovered because I was listening to what used to be a podcast that I enjoyed, but now not so much.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Well, get the whiteboards out. Do you want to make a guess? Do you want to guess?
No, does it have to do with DB?
DB
Cooper?
DB?
I don't think so.
DB Wise?
Oh no.
No? Okay, got it. I don't know.
Who's DB?
Oh, DD.
Yeah, DD.
Yeah.
DD.
No.
We'll tell you off the podcast.
Oh, juicy.
No, but so my beef is with. It's not necessarily with people who use those negatives in comedy that we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Or what do you call them? Like a reverse kind of
bait and switch type thing.
thing. Like not the kind of joke that's like I went into my orthodontist and he blew me, or something. Like I'm bad at making these jokes.
He's bad because he's such a good writer, dude.
Yeah, I'm bad at making it up. But then they'll tell you something, and it's clear what they are trying to say is going to happen, and then they'll take a hard turn, and that hard turn is a lie. It's always a lie.
I'm
It's always
getting married to a pizza.
That was my that was my version of that. Like I'm getting married, and everybody in the crowd's like, "Yeah, congrats!" And I'm like, "To a pizza," because it's like this hard turn that you make that nobody's expecting that, and it's not real.
It's not fluid. Yeah.
And it's because, and I see people do it all the time where they'll just like take a hard fucking turn. And the part that bothers me the most is it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's something that could never possibly be true. That's not my beef. My beef stems from that, which is.
This is a long beef.
I know,
Okay.
sorry. I'm really passionate about it. My beef is with comedy or people on specifically comedy podcasts who tell stories that are all completely made up for the sake of a laugh. It's almost, but they're not, it's not improv. I don't know what it is. Improv's one thing. It can be funny when it's done really well. But this is almost like I'll tell you the podcast. The podcast was Bad Friends with Santino and Bobby Lee.
I love that podcast.
I used to too. I used to too. And look, they're great. I mean, Bobby Lee for sure. I love Bobby Lee, right? But I don't know, man. There's just like Santino will do this thing where he'll say like Bobby will say he watched a World War II documentary. And he's like, said he'd be like, oh, I watched it. And he'd be like, did you really? And he's like, yeah, I really did. And then he'll ask him about this general. And he goes, I know that general. And he's like, all right, tell me about the general. And if you watch it, and he'll go like, and then he'll make up a 20-minute bullshit story. Yeah. And then here's the punchline. Nah, I'm just kidding. I never saw it. Hey, great joke. Great joke. It's a lie. It's all, man. What's the point of being, it's not clever. It's not funny. It's not anything. You're taking something that doesn't exist and it could go anywhere. So sure, it could be funny, but the challenge in making things funny is like taking what already exists and putting a spin on it. Yeah. Instead of being like, and then I took a right turn and there was a dog fucking a lady. And it's just like, what? You know? And that's my beef.
It sounds like you just don't like redheaded people.
Wow, dude. Wow, leave that in.
Andrew Santino is redheaded.
Yeah. Everybody knows and everybody hates it.
Oh, wow. How come you don't like it?
It's just, you know, do you get what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
It feels easy. It doesn't feel, like I said, it doesn't feel like earned.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, I tune out every time. Yeah. And sometimes you could be genuine and you could genuinely say that you heard something or saw something or did something. And then I'm like, this is a lie. Yeah. And then sometimes when it's not even a good or funny lie, I'm 10 minutes into it. It's not funny. It's not believable. It's not good. So then I'm just waiting for the inevitable turn. Like I want to be like, not shocked necessarily like a shock comic or anything like that, but I want to be like, I want that punchline to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I think, and this is me just thinking, nothing that I thought of before. What if it's their way of combating like the PC culture, and it's like, oh, this wasn't even real. I was just saying things that I was just like talking, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, it's like you have to apologize for things that you say. And if you say something wrong, and
but I also think what you're saying too.
What? Why would you want it be?
I was like, agree with me. You know?
No, but I also I was like, you were peeking behind your mind. I also think you're right because they can say ridiculous, absurd things, and then when they do say something about, I don't know, let's just say cats or whatever, then people who love cats can say like, how fucking dare you say that about cats? I love cats. I'm a cat lady. And then they can go, well, this is the same podcast where we say this absurd thing and that absurd thing. Like, exactly. You believe that about, this is a comedy podcast, which is a kind of a little bit of a cop out too. But yeah, dude, if I know the punchline is going to be, just kidding, I never saw it. Or just kidding, I don't know who it is. Yeah, it's the same thing every time. Then like, I'm not there for the journey.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm out on Bad Friends and Tiger Belly, dude.
You're out on Tiger Belly?
Bro, right?
I got out a long time ago.
Why? Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's because like it's just like listen, I have nothing against his girl or the other people that are on the podcast, but I watched it because of Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Same. I love Bobby.
And it's just like the podcast. It should be, and it was. That's why it was so successful. It's Bobby Lee and his friends.
Yeah,
and they work off of him, or they're just there to compliment Bobby.
Yeah.
But when it becomes like, you know, like they start taking over, they start, you know, leading everything. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, dude, like I'm watching because of Bobby. You know what I mean? And like, I like that you guys are there because you guys are a good team. But like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just like LeBron. The Lakers are LeBron's team and Anthony Davis. Like, I don't want a bench player to shoot 15 threes a game and miss them. Yeah. It's just like, dude, it's let LeBron, you know what I mean? Like, it's
let him do his thing. You don't give LeBron a play. LeBron gives you the play.
Exactly. He throws it all up to you, or he assists you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got to be ready and you act the way you do to make it.
Yeah. Like that's the problem with like a lot of these like podcasts is just like, it's just like the stars. Like,
what was that?
I can't talk.
I'm trying to think of like a good example of where like a complimentary person that isn't a comedian became like a very good, talented speaker or a comedian or an entertainer. I can't really think of one.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I mean, the biggest. like a
sidekick that becomes.
I can't think of like a sidekick.
Okay,
Like Young Jamie's probably from Joe Rogan podcast. He's probably one of the most famous podcast sidekick out there, but he knows his role. Like he's not trying too hard to be funny or make a bit. He's just working off of Joe. He's just working off of Joe, and they're a great team. You get what I'm saying? Like it's the Joe Rogan experience. It's not, you know what I mean? Like it's like the Bobby Lee, like everyone, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's cool because Kalila started her own podcast.
Bloodbath.
With another comedian that I really like, Esther
Pavitsky.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's super cool. But I love that she did that. But I love Bobby. Like, you know what I mean? I watch it because of Bobby.
Yeah, and I think everybody went through this like kind of crisis when it was quarantine, and then there was a lot of the other stuff that was happening, and there's still a lot of horrible things that are happening.
Yeah.
But I think everybody went through a crisis where it's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make jokes. I don't know what's funny anymore. What's not. So what I thought was a little frustrating was Bobby wanting to be Bobby, kind of questioning if what he was saying was like actually funny, or if there was some sort of like way it could be misinterpreted or hurt somebody, and then those people, instead of like lifting him up, saying like, maybe don't say this
exactly
anymore,
like, and the same thing happened. The biggest example that I could find was Fired on the Kid. Like Brian Callen, he you know, a lot of shit happened to him with like, you know, his actions that he did and stuff like that. But before that shit went down, I watched it because of Brian Callen.
Exactly.
Brendan Schaub was a great complimentary piece to Brian Callen.
Yeah.
But when Brendan Schaub started becoming more and like he started like leading the conversations, I lost interest because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, you know, I don't watch it because of Brendan. I watch it because of Brian, and he started like, you know, he started taking it over, and even now it's his. I haven't watched that episode of Firing Kids since Brian left because
it's not good.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, and I'm just, you know what I mean? Because it's just like,
and not even because I was a huge Callen fan necessarily, but I did watch that show for him.
Yeah.
But that reminds me of an interesting kind of question. Number one, he's trying to make a little bit of a comeback right now. He started his own podcast
with two pretty big comedians. One is
Sam Tripoli, right?
Sam Tripoli
and Steve Byrne. Steve Byrne. And he's been on a bunch of podcasts. He's had a bunch of
he was on
his
Theo
podcast. Theo's been on his podcast. So he is making a comeback. Now, A, how do you feel about that? And then B, how do you feel about someone else making a comeback or trying to make a comeback?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
So I'm like, honestly, I was kind of, to be honest with you, there was like the first couple years of the Me Too movement. It was like, as a man, like, obviously I liked seeing these like fucking, you know, monsters get put away and get accused and you know what I mean? And handled. But then like, so Louis C.K. was the first person that I was a fan of that this happened to. But it's so crazy. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like people knew that of the Louis C.K. shit years ago. I remember when I first started doing comedy, women comedians were like, don't go to a hotel room with Louis C.K. And I never understood
people apparently knew about the Weinstein stuff for years and years and years. People knew about the Cosby shit for years and years and years.
There's like videos of like Courtney Love like in the early 90s like calling him out and shit like that on the red carpet. But she was like drunk and stuff. So everyone just kind of like put it under the rug, swept it under the rug. But that was kind of like, damn, like I really like Louis C.K. and, you know, he's on some fucking weirdo shit, like you know, Predator shit. And then, but I was like, when I first started doing comedy, I listened to the 10-minute podcast with Chris D'Elia, Brian Callen, and Will Sasso. So I really, really liked them. I was a huge fan of them. So when the shit happened with Chris D'Elia and Brian Callen, it was just like, wow, like, I don't know. It just hit me different than all the other things. And it was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel, to be honest with you. I've seen some of their stuff just because out of curiosity. Like Chris D'Elia is starting his podcast again. He put out 2 episodes and I watched them, and it was just like, it's obviously I don't feel the same way as how I used to when I watched their content, but it's just like so surreal. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I want to know because you were a big fan.
I'm still a big fan. I mean, I'm not scared to say it. Like like I think that what he was doing was fucked up in a let's say if he was my friend, I would be like, that's fucking crazy to do. And I've said it before where I was like, when it first all started happening, I'm sure on the podcast, I was like, fuck Chris D'Elia because that shit's fucked up. And he should be held accountable for it. And, but you know, the longer things go on and the more you see, and you know what it really is for me to listen back to the podcast again was one of his survivors of like his, you know, acting like basically just being
a groomer.
a groomer
that's what you're
type.
accusing of, yeah.
I watched one of their videos. This girl that was talking about it and like how she was forgiving Crystalia and she wishes him the best and whatnot. And I don't know if that changed my perspective of things and why I continue to watch his podcast. And like, I kind of feel better about it because when it first happened, I did think to myself, like I went back to, because I missed one episode of his podcast when it's all cracked off, and I watched it after the fact, and I did not find anything that he said funny, and he was doing the same thing, and he was giving it his all like he always does, which I admire about him. Not in some of the things that he does, you know what I'm saying? But as far as being a comedian and watching and looking up to somebody, I admired like how much he put into his work. And then all this stuff comes out. In the moment, I put on my Twitter like, fuck this fool, because that's not acceptable. You know, at least for what he was being framed of doing as, you know,
accused.
There we go. I don't know how to say it.
No, I mean, but not they were framing him, but how like the media. You're saying
it was a framing, dude. It was right. I'm not saying they framed him. I'm saying exactly the framing of it made it seem a lot worse than probably what really happened.
Yeah.
And you know, there is the big conversation that's happening right now is roles of power. You know, like with David Dobrik and everything he's going through.
Yeah,
and
that's weird. That's a little weird, but yeah, with the Crystalia, I totally get you, dude.
Like with me, I can't watch it. I can't watch it. I'm out. I'm so out. Like, and you know, I did enjoy his podcast before everything happened, and then everything happened, and you know, at first I thought I kind of knew what the story was, and you know, I was kind of questioned on it and kind of like looked more into it. And, you know, with the 16-year-old stuff and, you know, granted, nothing physical happened, at least apparently not. Yeah. But still the fact that there was intent there and like that he was like being active. Like I legit can't. Like I clicked on YouTube to stop recommending me his videos. I just... And similar to what you said, like, you know how sometimes you'll like hover and then the thumbnail will start playing like a little bit of the video. I saw him giving it his all, like right when I clicked it, right? And I did have a similar thing that you described. Like I just like, he's doing the same shit. He's being his same self, but it's just like knowing that, like what I can't, like I just like, it was gone. Like whatever little thing that he did that made me laugh was gone, completely gone. And I don't know, man. And it's not like I'm trying to like white knight or be like this, you know, everybody should unsubscribe. I'm just saying like, for me, it was just like, repelling.
Yeah. It was just like, you know, with Chris, like when I first started doing comedy, like he was the first comedian that I saw and met that like, I watched his stuff and then now I'm at a comedy club with him and I'm just like, whoa, like I'm fucking in this, dude. Like, so that's why he was kind of like, I was just such a big fan of his because it's like, man, he's like my, you know, like the first experience, like cool experience that I've had doing comedy was meeting him. But it's like, I don't want to compare the two, but you know, I always like comparing like with Kanye West, like with him doing the whole Trump shit, like everyone's just like, fuck him, fuck that shit. But I was such a huge I always say that Kanye West is kind of like that uncle growing up. I don't know if I told you, but like the uncle growing up that like is super nice to you and helps you through so many like problems and is there for you when you need him. And like, just such a big part of your life. And then once you're grown up, he's like posting racist shit on Facebook. You know what I mean? Or like he tells you racist shit and it's just like, dude, Uncle Jared, like fucking like, you know what I mean? Like you can't say that shit, dude. Dude, that's fucking disrespectful. You know what I mean? But you still love him and you don't forget all the shit that he helped you get through. Yeah. I don't want to compare that with like Chrystalia
I don't
or Brian
subscribe
Callen.
to anything that he was accused of. That's crazy. Like to be that kind of person. Like we were talking about before. Like I've never taken a video of myself jacking off, and I've never sent that to somebody else. You know what I mean? That same kind of sentiment. Like I don't subscribe to that action. Yeah, and I don't look up to that.
But the reason. The reason why I'm saying that's okay. The reason why I'm saying that is like neither do I. I don't agree with that at all. I think it's fucking some weirdo shit. Yeah. I think when grown men are like that, it's some weirdo fucking shit, dude. It pisses me off. Yeah, dude. But it's like someone that you looked up to and you know, like your uncle does some shit and it's just like, bro, fuck you, dude. Fuck you for doing that shit. Like it's just kind of like numb. I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of like numbing kind of. It's just like, man, like I've seen all your fucking content since I was like a young dude till now. And like,
And look, dude, I think like you said, no one's condoning or subscribing to those things. They're all obviously terrible things, but this is just like a conversation that I think is like interesting to have.
Yeah.
I think it's harder, by the way, like all those things are wrong. I have to reiterate that.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just not okay. But I do think it's harder for a comedian to make a comeback from things like that than like an actor or even a musician. Like, you know, if you want to throw R. Kelly into the mix, like
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, like, you know, people knew that they were up to some freaky shit and Chris Brown was up to, and they were both up to some abusive shit. I don't know. Comedians have to make people laugh. And to laugh, you have to like, I don't know, trust that person.
That's kind of, you have to let them in. You have to be vulnerable with them. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking too. Like when I stopped liking Crystalia, when this all cracked off, it's like you can't really separate the art and the artist when it comes to a comedian.
Yeah. Because comedians are telling you, you know, hopefully they're being vulnerable, they're being honest, they're telling you about themselves, their inner kind of monologue and everything. And if you know that that's what's inside of them, and then either they're not like, this is fucked up. This is like a not a hot take, but like if you're going to talk about anything, talk about that. Like talk about, you know, why you did those
That's
things.
why that's what I don't like about Crystalia too, is not flat out addressing it. It's like I do feel like I'm just hearing his lawyer talk whenever he talks about the situation.
Yeah.
And it almost like when you're like talking about Cheez-Its or whatever funny, I don't know.
Cheez-It? I think it almost becomes like sinister kind of.
Well, it's also like it looks like you're clearly ignoring it because you're talking about the silliest thing in the world, which is what comedians should be able to do, talk about silly things.
Yeah.
But you know, there's something so real about you that you're not talking about.
I also want to be transparent that I watch a lot of shit. And I have seen the full episodes of his new podcast.
It doesn't make me laugh, but I'm like, so.
But it's interesting. I don't laugh as much for sure. I'm not sitting there laughing and like, nothing happened. But I did watch it. I do watch it, and I still feel for the guy. Like that just doesn't disappear. When I said fuck Crystalia, that came from a place of like, I loved this fool at one point.
Yeah.
I thought No Pain was the best quarantine special that dropped.
Yeah,
really.
I did, and I said that before on the podcast.
It was okay. I thought White Male Black Comic was so fucking good.
Yes, that was amazing.
You guys are clearly not talking about the greatest stand-up special of all time, and that's the George Lopez special that came out during quarantine. It was so good. It was so good.
I mean, no, I loved it. You know that. I fucking loved that shit. But as soon as that shit came out, my fucking whole mind changed about it. But it still came from a place. Hate comes from love, fool.
Hate does.
And I still kind of feel that way about it. It's a weird thing, right? Like, it kind of makes all of his fans kind of like, I don't want to say victims though. Like, that's a terrible word to say, but it does make you feel that, I mean, down that path of like, this fool fucked me because I looked forward to seeing his progression and growth. And I'm still tuning into it, obviously, by watching the podcast, but I don't like how he addresses the issues that he had. Because when he I don't know if you saw the podcast, right?
Yeah.
The way he kind of like says like, you know, you can have everything taken away from you like a fucking joke. And then he's like, man, kind of thing. Yeah. Doing his Crystalia thing and like kind of not addressing it fully.
Sinister is a word you said. And I think that's
I think, really because like, it's like with Lucy K. Because like, Lucy K, he talks about that shit. He's like, jack off in front of fucking people like that at a Starbucks. But then when you find out that he does do that shit, it's just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's just
and again, it's wrong, but at least like with Louis, and again, I'm not even like, you know, advocating for Louis to come back, but at least with him, he talks about it. Like you said, he's like, people can't really be surprised. I mean, sure, there's a power dynamic and everything. Like, I you know, that stuff exists, but like, at least Louis was always, you know, honest about how he was kind of a scumbag and he was kind of a little sleazy. And Crystalia is like, I'm this like ripped, doesn't make a dent, buff, cool guy.
Yeah, it doesn't faze me. And then, doing that shit. Well, I get what you're saying. Also, what's so kind of, I don't know the right word, but so haunting about Chris and Brian Callen is that like when Kevin Spacey, that shit went down, Joaquin Phoenix didn't come out on a podcast and start talking about that shit, or fucking these famous actors or actresses came out on a podcast and started talking. It was just like, that was just it, right? So you kind of don't know what's happening and stuff like that. But while with like Chris and Brian, like every other comedian is talking about it on their podcast. And
I think it's like, the nature of comedy.
Yeah, and it's just like, whoa, like you're seeing all these friendships disintegrate in front of your eyes like that. Yeah. And it's just like, whoa, like these people who like said they loved Chris and they're the best friends, now they're they're not even looking into the camera. They're not like they won't even utter his last name. Like it's just like it was the strangest fucking thing.
It's weird. Yeah. But I think that's because like comedians are trained because of doing comedy to love instant gratification. I love instant gratification too. And if they're associated with him at all, then there are things that they're doing or taking away. And so especially that was in quarantine or at the beginning of quarantine or middle of quarantine?
It was right at the beginning.
It was July.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like an actor or a musician, to go back to that, they can lay low. Like, Drake can disappear and for 2 years and then come back and make an album and he's everywhere for like a couple months. But like comedians need to always be in your face. They need to always be in your ear. They need to always have a hot take about what's going on.
And at the same point that you made earlier about how they need to be open and vulnerable. Like you can't act like you're not thinking about your friend Chris D'Elia at the time. They have to talk about it.
Well, they see that's the curse. Like with someone like Bobby Lee, who like literally like nothing's off limits to him. Like he's vulnerable. He'll say some shit that nobody would say. Shit that's so embarrassing. People would cringe at the thought of being out there. But then to not talk about this thing, it's like that's the curse, right? Like you can't be honest and open and expect people to understand when you choose to not talk about something.
When they were talking about Tiger Belly, Bad Friends, fucking Brendan Schaub was crying on Fighting the Kid, like.
But even I don't know.
Theo, just like
because
man,
there's politics, right? And everybody's trying to dance around the right thing to say, and like, well, blah 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 blah. But like, I don't know, man. Like, how do you feel about them talking about it?
Well, one thing I do want to say is that Chris allegedly is a part of a 12-step program, and I always support that. And I'm not saying that I'm laughing at every fucking thing he's saying, but that's an important thing. Like to notice you have a problem, to acknowledge it, maybe not to broadcast it, which he did, which is something that I don't like doing. I didn't do that when I first started, and I do it now kind of as a joke, because like that's where this podcast kind of stemmed from. We wanted to do an AA podcast, and it turned into this. But I realized that it's kind of gross, which it is still kind of gross to do, even with him admitting that he's a sex addict, but that's not a cop-out, Right. That's not a legitimate reason why you contact these people, or if they message you and you message them back, Another thing I want to say too, though, is with the whole 16-year-old kid thing, only because this is where my mind goes, right? Like with that in mind, a lot of the arguments towards that was like one of her recent posts was that she had turned 16, But also, when you're at that level, I'm assuming I'm almost there. No, you're not going through you're just responding to anyone, dude. And when you find that out, you stop. And that's also in line with a sex addict. That he's just wanting all that shit right now.
But he did find that out, and he didn't stop, though, did he?
He stopped. He did message her when she was 18.
See,
that's fucking crazy.
I thought she messaged him or one of them
saying I'm DTF.
Hey, just so you know, I just turned 18. Let's do it.
And he didn't respond to that one. But you are talking about another time where he did respond when she turned 18.
Oh yeah.
And there's too many. There's too many, dude. It's not right. And like, I believe in second chances, right? I believe in all that. And but you know what? It's not meant for everyone. I understand that too. But I'm still interested in his trajectory and what he becomes. They took him out. They gave him a lot of punishment. And I'm not saying that can just come back. I don't think that's true at all. I don't like that he's back right now. I do stay tuned because I do have this place where I saw White Male Black Comic. I saw with the second one that starts with the I, something. Incorrigible, yeah. And then Man on Fire, and then No Pain. Like I love this. I fucking watched it with my little brother. He thought he was so funny. Like all that shit is still in me.
Yeah, like when I first auditioned at the Laugh Factory for their Tuesday shit, like I was literally 17, and then seeing the big poster White Male Black Comic in his face, and he's just like, whoa, that's the fucking goal, dude.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, yeah, dude, and you kind of hit on something too. Like I don't like that he's back right now either, dude. Like I'm not saying like I don't know what's real and what's not in his life. Like if he is a part of a 12-step program, that's fucking cool that he's like working on himself and trying to figure himself out. But at the same time, like right now, and that was like kind of the heart of what I wanted to talk about was just like. Right now, it seems very fast. Like Louis kind of went away for a long time. Dude, I don't think he ever came back. Like he kind of did, and he did release that special on his website. But also, it's just like to come back and to be silly and to be funny is weird. Like I would have almost been like maybe more okay if he had like started to come back and like he was in a TV show or he was, because he's not being Chris D'Elia. But now he's being Chris D'Elia and he's not. But but now I know that he was never fully Chris D'Elia. He was always keeping a little bit of himself a secret.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for a comic to come back, I think.
Yeah.
And I do think it's like pretty soon.
Yeah.
And I get it, dude. Like I get it. You're cooped up. It's fucking quarantine, whatever. Like you can't perform. I'm sure it's like you're a performer. It's eating you up. But like maybe wait a little bit longer, dude.
Yeah. It's so funny you talk about it because I mean, obviously he's recently came back.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, he made me lose my fucking accent. You know, so.
He got serious. Melvin's crying.
Melvin having an asthma attack right now, dude.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just thought, I don't know.
I mean, dude, it is interesting.
It's definitely a very interesting case study.
Like, yeah, dude, to see what happens.
It's very interesting because, like, you know what I mean? Like, wow, you're seeing it in real time.
Yeah.
You know, you're seeing it in real time, and that's so crazy. Like he does have breaks in his act, like in the podcast where he's just like, man, I've been so fucking depressed lately.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, he starts talking about product. He's like, maybe you guys should sponsor me. Oh, wait. You know, he gets like, he makes it into a bit and like, he just like comes in and out.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, dude, it's crazy.
It's weird.
I think, you know, I don't like being on one side of an issue just because of the biases and whatnot that happen on those sides, you know? I feel like being in the middle is kind of like walking a tightrope, and people on both sides are telling you like, why don't you feel like he should fucking never come back, you know? Or why do you think that he should have gone away in the first place? And like, it's not okay to be in the middle with things, you know? Which is where I feel about this whole fucking situation with Chris D'Elia. I don't like that. I don't like that he does that shit where he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I can't have sponsors. You know what I mean? You didn't forget, food. You did not forget. You think about that shit all the time. That's why you're sad.
That's eating you alive.
Yeah. And he says he wants to kill himself. He wants to die. You know what I mean? Which I don't want to happen. It's another part of being in the middle. Like, I feel like one side's like, fuck yeah, food. That's not okay to ever be like that. Yeah. Kill yourself. Like, dog, even if he did that shit, I don't want him to kill himself.
Yeah, no, of course.
I want you to live with it and, you know, realize who you are and then work towards being better. But guess what? You can't have a career if you do that shit. It's not in the cards. And if you only live for your career, then you got a problem. You know what I mean? And you need to fix that shit or you'll kill yourself. I don't know.
That's really well said, dude, because you have a wife, you have a child, like you have a life and you're a capable, healthy guy who has more money than most people fucking have. Like, I understand that being a performer is like a part of who you are, but you fucked that up, you know? And I'm not, and again, like, I'm not saying I'm hard on either side. Like I obviously can't bring myself to watch it. I don't think that anybody's wrong for sitting through it. I'm not judging anybody for that. I'm just telling you how I feel. Right. Like, but you're like, that was really well said. Like, I don't know.
And I watched it because it's just like, whoa, he actually did it. He actually put out an episode.
And what's interesting is,
what did he say?
Yeah,
like, that's why I watched it.
Do you guys go through the comments?
No.
Yeah. I did.
Okay.
All support.
Yeah, right.
All support.
Isn't that weird?
That's what I'm saying. There's two sides, and you're not allowed to be in the middle.
People are like saying like, I'm so glad that you're back. Like, we needed you back, and that comment has like 400 likes.
Yeah, dude, it's really crazy because like I saw the apology video when he was and see, even that makes his comeback a little sinister. Yeah, because it's like, oh, you're padding your comeback with this apology. Like, you want to start putting out episodes again, and you know that you have to do it. So you make this apology, and then like a week later you come up with an episode. It's like it makes it a little less genuine now. Yeah. Also, like, have people like do it, like put it behind a paywall. Put your podcast behind a paywall and let fans who don't give a fuck pay to see your shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think too, though, like if it is a case where like he wants to make the comeback, there's no reason for him to live other than making the comeback. Then I want him to try to do it. I want him to try. I don't want him to kill himself, like I said before. And if that's really the case, then give it your all, food, and do it. He has more views now than he got before, which is an issue, I think.
I didn't even know that.
That's the one thing. I didn't look at any of the comments. I did see some of the support, and I was like, I don't want to fucking see this shit because it's not right. Like I said, the reason why I found it okay to like start watching shit again was watching that Survivor video of this girl that was like in love with a fucking celebrity and got a chance to be with him one night. And she talked about the whole thing and how she was wrong in some of it. Because, you know, it is that case of like,
I haven't seen that.
You know,
did you look at the comments on that video? I'm sure it was very supportive.
No, it was so many dislikes on the video.
Oh, wow.
And if you stay to watch the whole thing, she expressed herself through the video saying like, fuck that fool, this and that, whatever. Right. And then at the end, she like tells him like, you know, I accept an apology if there is one, because he didn't reach out to her individually, which is fucked up too.
Yeah.
But like she said that I forgive you. I don't need an apology. I forgive you because I need to for myself, and I wish you the best, which is the same way I feel, dude. Like I remember we talked about it all night when it first happened. I couldn't believe it.
I was genuinely shocked.
I could not wait for his next special or the next podcast, like everything that was about to come out. But to know that this shit's happening, like, you know, behind those fucking big ass eyebrows, fool. Like, I can't imagine being that person or feeling that way. And I feel for him in that sense where it's like, dog, you're fucked up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna help you. Like, I don't. There's nothing I could do as a fan. Like, what am I gonna do? Listen still? If you come out with anything, like I can't right now. Yeah. And he came back 6 months later, maybe something like that, which is fucking crazy early.
It's
dude.
Crazy early. Yeah. That's the thing. It's too early.
It's been like what? It's
6 months.
8 months.
Yeah, 8 months. Yeah.
It's too early, man.
Still, yeah. It's earlier than I thought. I thought he would.
And that's the thing about the internet, right? That's the thing that makes it feel like it's so, I don't know, whether it's good or bad, it's all, like you said, a lot of one thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's so interesting. And to back to the case study point, it's so interesting to see on the apology video, all support. Yeah. And then on the podcast video, all support. But then, you know, you turn on the news or you see, you know, other people talking about it, and it's all fuck Chris.
Well, that just shows how many people are on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
And it's just like you're bound to get millions of people on each side.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy.
And like you can, you know, I think it's possible to still have a career after you get canceled, depending on what you do.
Who's done it though? Who's done it?
Like in comedy?
At all. I mean, and let's leave Woody Allen out of it.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ. That's a crazy example right there.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, now the climate is very different. And I can't really imagine anybody right now coming back. It was interesting what Louis did.
Yeah, I mean, I watched his special, dude. I laughed out loud, dude. That shit was funny as fuck.
That's almost like to my put it behind a paywall shit. Like that's what Louis did, right? Yeah. He's like, this is for my fans. If you're not a fan, you don't have to see it. This is not coming up in your feed. You don't have to see. If you're not a fan of me, I don't exist.
Joey Diaz.
I mean, he can't be canceled. He's open about everything, and people love him for who he is because he's open about everything.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
but he also does.
There were attempts of canceling him.
Yeah,
and he got on fucking Instagram Live and he said, "You fucking cocksuckers."
Yeah. I mean, again, but like you were saying, like at least he does talk about it, and he's like sometimes fucking graphic about the shit. But it's like honesty, and this is like you want people to tell the truth, right? Like.
Yeah, like he's telling the truth. He was just like, dude, this was in the fucking early 90s. Everyone was doing drugs. I was a criminal, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I literally tell jokes about like fucking kidnapping somebody.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, dude.
Yeah.
I forgot my fucking beef because we got into that.
The David Dobrik too. I want to get into that.
I got beef with David Dobrik.
Got beef with
David
Dobrik.
So can you run me through what's happening? Because I only like glimpsed at it, and from what I got was. He's in hot water because of people around him did some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And he didn't say shit.
Unfortunately, I know too much about this. And I fucking hate that.
Josh has been telling me more every day, and I finally started watching videos.
Let me know and the world know. Like what's going down?
I hate that there's a portion of my brain that just has this information. But it all started with people slowly coming out that were previous members of the Vlog Squad, and they were all like
David's group.
And they have a rotation of just a rotating cast, if you will. People come in, and then a year might go by, 6-8 months might go by, and then a new person comes in, and that person comes out. People were, it started with people just telling their experiences, because David Dobrik had become this like good guy, this like poster child for YouTube, for all these brands. I mean, he was killing it. He was giving away cars. He was the guy, right?
Yeah.
And, at first there was some compilations of him doing some pretty racist stuff, right? But it was all some of them were like they were racist jokes, but his like black friend or, specifically his black friend was like in on the joke. So there's this like people were having conversations about the nuance or whatever. Anyway, people then that kind of went away, right? He kind of got off scot-free. I think he was doing like blackface and he was doing that. But again, because there was
it was a joke. Like he told me about this blackface where he puts his face in a cake and comes up and his black friend walks in. So he has chocolate icing all over his cake.
I think it was pudding or something. It's like it is, but it is, what is it, right? It wasn't as like cold cut as like him putting on blackface. Anyway, still weird, still like, the lines are real blurred and it's like, I don't know if you should even take that risk. Not worth it.
The reward is not like,
dude, no, don't.
Yeah.
I'll talk about this later.
But anyway, and so people that went away, but then people started asking other Vlog Squad members about their experiences, and they all slowly started coming out and just talking little by little about like how, he was this like sort of tyrannical kind of leader in a sense. Like he would tell people to like, all right, guys, on the count of 3, I'm gonna hit record and we're gonna all open with a laugh, like just laugh a lot. And like these things that seemed organic, like had to be reshot and refilmed. Yeah. And then like there was a little person, Mike.
Nick. That's what I read today.
Nick. Who says that he felt like he was the butt of every joke, and it was all about him being a little person, and it was all about making fun of his height, and because the platform was so huge. Which he was bigger on Vine when David asked him to help.
He was huge. Yeah, I remember.
And then David kind of rode his.
Yeah, I remember. I read that today, and I was like, "Oh!" I saw his photo of him, and I was like, "Whoa, where's he been? I forgot about him." Yeah, because he was huge on Vine.
Yeah, he's like super Christian now, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, super Christian.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And he's not to make light of whatever, but I mean he talks about like how he felt like there was demonic energy in the Vlog Squad. Yeah. But what does Jesus think about that?
That's all right. He was an asshole. It wasn't no demon shit. Yeah.
So then you got Nick coming out saying he felt like he was the butt of every joke, that he was depressed, and that David, he went to David and was like, yo, I'm down to still be in the videos, but can we not talk about this? Can we make better jokes? And David was kind of like, yeah, man, I'm so sorry about that. And then just stopped having him in videos. Like slowly phased him out. Like wasn't a dick about it, like, but just like slowly phased him out of shit. And so he's like, yeah, that kind of hurt me, but I get it. Anyway, so then another guy comes forward, Seth, this guy who was a black guy who I don't know if it's the same guy from the blackface pudding video, but anyway. And then this is a whole thing about consent. And there's a joke that they're going to trick this guy, Seth, to make out with a guy. And how they're going to do that is they have a girl dressed up in an old man costume. She's going to say like, I look ugly. There's no way you would make out with me. And he's going to say, I would make out with you. And she goes, no, you wouldn't. She's going to go to the room. She's going to get out of the old man costume. A dude's going to put the same old man costume on and then come back out, and then they're gonna be like, you said you'd make out with her, right? And he's gonna be like, well, yeah. And then they make out and they take the mask off, and it's like, it's a guy now, and it's like, arguments around consent and stuff, which again, like, I want to say is like, look, this is about being in the middle. I don't want to linger here too long. I just want to get it out and then we can all talk about it. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go for it.
But then, so there's an issue with consent there, and then David does it again. But what's different about this time with the same guy is that he asked him on camera, like, can I have your consent to do that to you again? And the guy's like, well, you're never going to do that. I don't know how that would ever happen. David makes up this elaborate kind of hoax, booking him a beef jerky commercial, pretending and it was for this video. It was like an elaborate prank, telling him he made this guy do auditions, showed up on a full set, and had to shoot this beef jerky commercial that he was going to get paid for. And how they did it was for that company that has the Sasquatch as a mascot. So it's a bunch of Sasquatches in bikinis, and then they're all making out, and then it's the guy again. But the fucked up thing about that is consent again. But number 2, that like he told his family he was going to be in a commercial and that he was going to get X amount of money from this commercial, and David didn't give him the money.
Whoa.
He was like, it was a joke. It was a prank. There is no commercial. And he's like, but what about that? I was like budgeting for that extra, like a couple $1,000s or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, well, I mean, I guess I could. He ended up giving it to him, but not the full amount. And it was over a long period of time. Like he had to keep asking him like, hey man, not to be weird, but like blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so the last thing is the most recent thing that we get to. So all this is slow. It's been interesting because it's slowly
building up,
over time, building. And the latest big thing that's like nail in the coffin is there was another guy, I forget this guy's name, but he is a YouTuber and he's notorious for like just doing crazy wild shit. He basically films a vlog at David's house where he says in the vlog that he's gonna get these girls to have a fivesome with him. And he apparently contacts and DMs the vlog squad, had a little bit of clout already at that time, contacts these random girls. They all come over. And I mean, long story short, not David, but the guy, they're underage too, by the way, gets them super drunk. And I don't know if I got to get my facts straight. They're under the age to buy alcohol, but I don't know if they were under the age of 18.
Yeah. That's
still super weird.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. But so it gets them super, and the girl who they call Hannah in the article, which is a pseudonym, says that, you know, and other people there, she was not interested, but she felt pressured. They were telling her like, it's for the views, like, you know, just do it for the video kind of thing. And that they started feeding her alcohol and making her take shots, and that basically she blacked out, and they were in a room, and her girlfriend had to like help her put her, like he fucked them. And here's the darkest shit about the article. Verbatim, this is what they said, that Hannah is the victim, right? But this guy took advantage of Hannah and her two friends. The other friend in the article who's giving her like testimony, who's like telling the reporter what happened, describes it like this, dude. She's like, my friend Hannah was on the bed and she was so fucked up. He wouldn't stop fucking her. So I finished him just so he would stop. Like, whoa. And I pretended to be like super into it. So she was like, no, come here, and like blew him or jerked him off or whatever until he came, just so he would stop fucking her, because she was like passing out.
That is crazy.
Super dark. So fucking dark. Like evil shit, right? Then now all the heat's on David, because David at a certain point, like members of the vlog squad are like peeking in the door like, oh my God, they're fucking in there. Oh, you know, like doing that whole thing. Like, I can't believe he actually did it. Like, you know, the thing is, David's enabling it. He's making light of it. And when he was confronted about it, people expected him to apologize for it. He released an apology on he has 3 YouTube channels apparently. On the one that has the least amount of subscribers.
On his podcast page.
Yeah. He released an apology. They got a lot of backlash, so he released another one on his main channel.
Yeah.
And pretty much like everybody's out on David Dobrik. Like advertisers are out. Not because he did anything, because he enabled it.
Yeah.
And back to the power dynamic too. Like, he's used his power with other members of the vlog squad, and then put these other people in positions of power to take advantage of other people. So there's nuances and stuff, not with that last thing, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the situation.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know, man. It's a lot to unpack, but like, I mean, for like the past, like since quarantine started, I've been seeing like things here and there about like, David's not who he seems. David's David, the real truth story about David Dobrik. You know what I mean? I guess right now it's just where it's just like all like overflowing from the cup. But dang, that's crazy. I mean, I mean, with like, I mean, it gets. Why don't they just like film it like a TV show? Why? But then again, it loses the authenticity of a vlog, right?
Yeah.
Look, it gets, interesting too, because in the beginning, he's the poster child for YouTube, and YouTube for a while was, they were, every time someone would try to upload these clips, because David Dobrik's an idiot, he would take a lot of them down. And he's notorious for not addressing anything, because I think, I don't think this is wrong, but that's a poor choice of words. But I think that his thing is like outrage culture. When people come at you for something, the best thing to do is to just not address it, fall back for a little bit, and then just come, And so he would catch wind of things and he would take clips down. Obviously, people would try to re-upload them. But YouTube and, people through YouTube, but YouTube as well, were like on top of taking it down, not allowing, like if any of these videos or any of these clips were up for any amount of time, boom, gone. Like, boom, gone. Because they don't want to lose
the poster child. Yeah.
So even that, it gets kind of sinister.
Dude, that's so crazy, man. That's not right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they did with Logan Paul, right? Like,
I mean, what he did was
Logan Paul went
up,
to a fucking suicide forest.
Yeah.
And that's like, to me, I was thinking about this earlier today after watching the David Dobrik video. I was thinking like, that's kind of like you're shedding light on something that I didn't know anything about before he made that video.
You didn't know about the suicide forest?
No, I'm not an idiot. Don't say that, but yeah. Well, I didn't know anything about the suicide forest before that video. And then when I found out about it, I didn't think about the Logan Paul shit at all. I was thinking about how crazy it is that there's a forest where people will go to commit suicide, dude.
Yeah, crazy.
You know what I mean?
People know it's like it's got that name.
It's a known thing. They're just like, don't go over there. Like,
unless you're, that's the last place you go.
That's the suicide forest. That's crazy.
But with David Dobrik, it's like I don't think about anything else other than him just trying to get views and doing it in any way possible, which includes like hurting other people. Like if you can't make short jokes about somebody, then you're not going to include them at all. And then like how you do something is how you do everything. It's like how far are you willing to go?
Yeah. Well, it's also, but I think like as far as like the vlog thing, like what I said is like, why don't they just fucking, in my head, I was like, they should have contracts and scripts and stuff like that. But I guess like they're so into the vlog culture that they're like, it has to be natural, it has to come off as natural. And like, I could see how that corrupted them.
Well, here's the thing. And I want to be clear about the nuance part of what I said. It's that like, do I believe that there was a level of sexual assault and there was
that's fucking crazy. That's sexual assault.
No. I mean the last part for sure, without a doubt. But like with the making out with a guy part, there was sexual assault, there was consent violations, there was power plays and dynamics involved. But what I think is the nuance and what I kind of wanted to talk to people who are comics about is it's a prank, right? Like, and that's not me justifying it. Like, it's just a prank. Yeah. Like, but it's like, I'm trying to word this the best way I can. Like, it's still, there's a lot of things that were done wrong in this whole series of events with this guy Seth. And I'm not condoning anything or whatever, or trying to make light of it, but I'm trying to have a conversation about like, what is a prank? What's okay to do as a prank, especially. Because here's the inherent thing about a prank. If I get Melvin's consent to prank him, it's not a prank anymore. Yeah. It's staged now. And everybody has, beef with fake pranks. And they're like, that was a huge movement on YouTube where everybody was like fake pranks. People made their careers, like the H3 podcast made his career on like calling out fake pranks. I don't like him. I don't like H3. I'm kind of out on him again.
You got the beanie on, dude.
I know. I'm in and out, but I think
But he called out David Dobrik recently for a Jewish remark.
He's the pioneer of this movement in a lot of ways.
I don't know about that, but do you remember? I get what you're saying. Do you remember like a couple years ago? I was in high school, so this had to be like in 2012. There was a really viral prank of these two white dudes. Oh, and they kidnapped this one guy and tied him to a chair, and he didn't know anything, so he thought he was actually gonna get kidnapped, and they killed his fucking best friend in front of him. Yeah, but that was a prank. They fake killed him, and he's like, no. He's he legitimately thought that they just killed his best friend.
Oh my god!
And that was like the first time where I was just like, whoa. That's not a prank. That's too far.
Yeah.
Even though they came out, they're like, hey, just kidding, bro. We're here. Look, I'm not dead. And he's like, clearly traumatized as fuck. And he's just like, and like that was like, dude, no, that's not okay, bro. Like, even though, great job on the prank,
sick prank,
very well done.
And also, let the record show, my beef on a previous episode was prank.
Yes, I was gonna bring.
It's just like it's like Eric Griffin has a saying of like, yeah, you can make jokes about anything. Yes. But just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can prank someone literally about everything. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah, it'd be fun, like with your boys, like, oh yeah, get him to kiss a guy, ha ha ha. But like when you really dive deep, it's just like, dude, that's like that's kind of like that's sexual assault, kind of. That's sexual manipulation. That's harassment. You know what I mean? Like you might scar him. You might, you know what I mean? Like you're embarrassing him in front of everyone for views.
Yes.
So I don't know what point. I guess that's just too far. Like you have to know, like just because you can prank him and you can manipulate him and you have the money to fucking make him think that he's going to be the next big advertisement star, the next flow from Progressive, doesn't mean you should, bro. Yeah. Like you're a fucking millionaire, dog. Like there's so much fucking other things that you can do with that shit, dude. Like,
but also I think we wouldn't be talking about this in such a negative light. I think before hearing about what happened at that party with those 5 girls or the 5-something, I was under the impression that was a good prank, dude. That's a fucking funny ass prank. Like, as far as me being the guy that has to kiss a guy, like, that's hilarious. If you got me to do that twice after getting me to do that once, that's hilarious. Not knowing about the money, not knowing about anything else.
Right.
But then when like 2 points make a line, you know what I'm saying? And being at that party and not discussing it and then choosing to say it talk about it in a way where it was just bad jokes kind of thing, you know, it kind of like shows you the fucking trajectory of like where he would go if he wasn't caught up in some fucking, what is it called, just like all this hype about canceling him, you know. It's like the cancel train, it made 2 stops. One was a good prank before it made the second stop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like, you know, I mean, and what made it again something that came to light too, it wasn't that people on the internet were outraged about it. It was that the guy, Seth, came forward on multiple platforms. Well, first he was given the platform.
Oh, 100%. If he wouldn't have said nothing, everyone would have thought that was the greatest prank of all time.
Yeah.
Everyone would have thought that was awesome. Everyone thought it was hilarious.
Because again, and again, I don't mean to say like it's a prank, like, and that's not me downplaying it. What I'm saying is like, what I'm trying to figure out is like that's something I can imagine the Impractical Jokers doing.
Yeah. Like if it was Joshrardo and I did it on Joshrardo and he was just like, dude, that's so hilarious. Fuck you, Melvin. Then it's just like, this is gonna fucking kill it on YouTube. It's gonna get millions of views.
Yeah.
But if he goes, why would you do that, Melvin?
Yeah.
And I go, it's fucking funny, dude. Yeah. It's gonna kill it. And you're gonna be like, well, dude, that's fucked up, Melvin. Then that's my cue being like, this is never coming out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, here's, okay.
That's the nuance. So go for it.
Let me ask one more question about it, okay? Let's say that, like, okay, because like I said, without consent, it's a prank, and then with consent, it's like a staged prank or whatever. And again, this is not me saying like, you know, you don't need to get consent, but because you do. But obviously, so let's say you do the same prank happens, and let's take out the money thing, and let's take out the second time thing. Let's just take out the first. It's the first time this has happened where Joshrardo, you're gonna get Melvin to make out with
bringing me up a lot here. Nothing wrong with that.
You'd be the one to do it. I'm just kidding. No, to be in the costume. So let's say you do it, right? And Melvin doesn't know. And then he does it. He laughs, yada, yada, yada. I think I'm answering my own question as I'm saying it out loud. But he then goes like, you fucking got me, dude. And you're like, I'm going to post it. And he's like, all right, cool, post it. But you have, 1 million subscribers. And Melvin has, 100 subscribers, So it's like, should you... Because what I started to realize is like, that's where the power dynamic comes into play. Yeah. Because of course he's going to say, post it.
Exactly. Like,
but where's I'm trying to find the line.
Because it all depends. That's why it's not black and white. It's like gray areas. It all depends. Like if your friend group is like that, like if the Jackass crew did that shit, no one would bat an eye at all.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Yeah.
But I guess I just answered the question. If they did it on Steve-O, and then Steve-O comes out and is just like, dude, that was really traumatized me, dude.
Yeah.
Then it's just like, oh shit. You know what I mean? It's all because of the guy.
Yes.
And the way David handled it. If he would have handled it differently with the guy, like I'm sure it would have been different. Or I don't know. I haven't really gotten
There's a right way to go about it. There is a right way that David could have handled all this. And he just didn't do that. Like the first apology, if you get a chance to watch it, it's just him claiming it was bad jokes. And it's like, bro, you're not addressing anything. He didn't address any of these situations. And then he had to come out with the second video, and also the whole putting it on the lowest amount of subscribers channel, kind of iffy. And it's called Let's Talk. Like, nobody's talking, like, it's still like an illusion. You're trying to fool us.
And do you remember the thing he said? Bad take, or what did he say?
Yeah. Bad takes. He had bad takes on things.
Yeah.
Bad jokes and bad takes.
Like, it was bad something. Yeah. Anyway, but it was like that was him super making light of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I think if I have a studio, right? My studio. And if some shit like that happened with the girls and the guys, and I see that shit, bro, I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? But then if like one of the girls is like, dude, I fucking had to jerk him off to make him stop raping my friend, I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my, dude, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
This video is, you know what I mean? I'm issuing a fucking statement saying, yo, I just found this shit out, like,
Exactly.
Or if I peeked and I saw them, I would be like, oh, I thought, it's just like anything. It's like when you see your roommate having sex, you hear and you're like, oh, dude, they're having sex. Oh my gosh. I had no idea what was going on. And I wasn't going to barge in and be like, hey, is this consensual? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would immediately get ahead of it and be like, dude, no, I don't know.
Exactly.
Nothing about that. But like, it seems like he tried to like cover it up.
Yeah. I mean, even the video, even the second video, dude, where he's like talking to the camera, eyes on the camera the whole time, and then crying and then cutting after he starts crying, and then it's back to him being normal. It's like, it's one of those cases of like, are you crying because your career's over? Or are you crying because there's victims caused by you enabling something?
Right.
Which is a reason why it's probably not a great idea to put out a video right away. It's like, because you're in the process of losing everything that you've built right now.
And now, we live in a fucked up, kind of, not fucked up culture, but part of our culture, unfortunately, is people expect an apology, which they should, but it's also like people are being scrutinized and made fun of. And now it's like apology videos are kind of like, not a joke necessarily, but like it's a joke that there's so many out there and that so many people have to do them. And so like people make fake apology videos because it's just like a thing now.
Yeah. I'll make a fake apology.
I mean, yeah, you should. You should get a lot of But yeah, dude. And so I obviously don't mean to linger on the sad thing, but to the last thing too. I mean, that's the real,
bro.
That's the no question.
There's no discussion there either.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you guys think about like that? Like, so with Jake Paul a couple years ago, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. He had a fucking party at his Hollywood mansion and shit like that, and then someone was raped or assaulted at the party, and then the next day it was just like, oh, someone raped at Jake Paul's party. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he was kind of get dragged through the mud because he never mentioned that.
Yeah,
like, what I mean? Like, that's not his fault. Like, he like with the part, like with like how I said people cheated on their significant other at my birthday parties. Yeah. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
but it's like, what information you need is like, was he aware?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Would you, if you were like his public or like his manager or lawyer, would you tell him like, ignore it, it's not your fault? Or would you be like, issue a statement saying, I was made aware that this shit went down last night at my house. Like, just know, like, I don't condone this shit, and the person involved, I don't even know that well, or you know what I mean? Like, I
believe if a lawyer's involved, dude, then you lose credibility. I feel like it's always been like, we have 599 subscribers. That's like people judging us. That's people's judgment of us if they'll subscribe or not. Let the people decide again. Why do you need to? I understand endorsements, monetization makes everything fucked up. I think. Like when David Dobrik monetizes, or whatever that guy's name is, that YouTube channel monetizes that party for views on YouTube, and then doesn't address it, like all that. And the reasons why they won't address it is because that's like maybe $6,000 they're getting from that video or whatever the money amount is. Mm-hmm. It's when monetization gets into it and lawyers get into it. It's like, should you even be doing that shit? Just like I was saying, like Chris D'Elia talking to us, and it felt like his lawyer was talking. It's like, speak to us like you used to, like. And I don't think you'll be accepted until you do that. Obviously, you will be accepted, like by all the positive shit. But I don't know. I'm just talking now.
I mean, dude, it's fucking so crazy. Yeah. And I think, and as we talk all this stuff out too, I mean, obviously, I hear a lot of people talk about these kind of things and then always end up at the same place. Like, I don't know how to fix this or whatever. But I do feel like truly, this is not me being whatever for the cameras or the whatever. I truly do feel like I'm understanding these things a lot more. And what I'm understanding about, like, a lot of what we've talked about is like, although these things are, in most cases that we've talked about a lot of different situations, a lot of different people, they're all, pretty bad. They're all pretty bad. But there are, we have to look at each case. They're case by case. Yeah. We have to get, I had this moment sort of like in the middle of us talking, and I just sort of had this like moment of clarity where it's like, I get it now. Yeah. And it's case by case. I mean, we have to, I don't know. I think we have to have these kind of conversations. To just like,
I think it's very interesting. And if our audience doesn't, then fuck you.
That's why I mentioned with the Chris, it's really interesting. As like, all the ethics aside, all the fucking you know what I mean? Like emotions aside, man, this is like, dude, this could be studied like in a psychology class, right? Or in a ethics class or any, you know what I mean? Any class.
Yeah, and what I mean again, obviously, is like case by case, meaning like Chris and Louis both did very different things. They're both bad things, but they're both very different things. So it's like, what are we as a society willing to forgive and let go? And what's the amount of time that you put on that? And is this something that's going to be more calculated when there's more info on it? Because I think a lot of people are just like gathering this like cancel data right now. Like,
you know, and I want to bring up my beef now. And I never thought I would fucking say this, dude. I never thought I would say this, but I have beef with Tropic Thunder, dude.
Oh,
what? Oh,
right?
Wow. With what part?
Bro, I never thought I would say this shit.
What? Wow. You do?
Bro, yes, I watched the movie last night.
Oh my God, I've been wanting to
wait, the Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes. Look, dude, I'm not saying that, you know, I don't know. There's something about it to me now. And I want everyone to know that I was a huge Tropic Thunder fan, dude. When Tropic Thunder came out, I fucking loved it, dude. There was no better movie than Tropic Thunder. I watched it probably 3 times total. And then last night, I was scrolling through movies with my girlfriend. Shout out. Hey. And I was like, oh, that's a great movie. You haven't seen it yet. Let's fucking watch it, you know? And then she left because she has work today, technically, you know? Yeah. And when she left, I was watching it and I rewound because I missed a couple parts. And I was thinking to myself, yo, I don't like it. I don't like the blackface. And I don't know if I'm able to articulate why I don't like it. There's just certain things I know for sure that kind of put me in that direction.
Okay. What are, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what are the reasons culturally that we've forgiven Robert
Downey Jr. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, do you think you know anything or like have an opinion on it?
Honestly, I was really young when that came out.
Yeah.
So when I watched it, I was in college. The first time I watched it, I thought I was like, how the fuck have I never seen this fucking movie before? Yeah. This is so fucking good.
Yes.
So good. Ben Stiller, Jack Black, fucking Robert Downey Jr., the one skinny white guy, what's his name?
Oh,
Jay Baruchel or something?
The guy from
This Is the End.
This Is the End.
Yeah.
The guy Jay.
Out of my league.
I said his name, Jay Baruchel.
But I don't think that's his last name.
Yeah, I don't think that's
really?
it.
But Jay, I think, is right. Anyway.
He was getting it like Tom Cruise was in that shit. Tom Cruise killed it. Matthew McConaughey was in it.
Did you guys say Danny McBride already?
Danny McBride.
Dude. Matthew McConaughey was
Jennifer
in it.
Love Hewitt was in it.
Dude, those the Asian actors that played the Viet Cong, they were really good. Like the little kid was really good. Everyone was, dude. The movie was just so fucking good.
Jay Baruchel.
Oh, okay.
See?
Well, fuck me.
Jay Baruchel.
You really called it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the movie last night, guys.
All right, we get it.
Okay, so this is what I'm. And it's more than just the. Look, dude.
Do you think it was funny?
I think the movie.
No. Do you think the Robert Downey Jr. bit was funny?
No, now I don't. Obviously, before, I mean, but then as other things, you know, like just like.
Have you seen Jamie Foxx talk about it on the Joe Rogan podcast?
I did, yeah.
Where he was just like Robert Downey Jr. called him and he was just like, hey man, I don't know if I should do this.
Yeah.
And Jamie was like, fucking do that shit. This shit sounds fucking funny as fuck.
Yes.
Do it for the craft. Do it for the fucking da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
I totally understand. You know what I mean? I love the movie, dude. Yeah. It's just something that last night I watched it and I didn't like it. How do I say that? The movie's fucking hilarious still. And I like all the punchlines made me laugh. You know what I mean? But then as I'm watching it, I'm just thinking to myself, and I don't know. It's just something like, so yes, the reasons why it was okay to do the blackface, right? But then it feels like we got away with doing blackface, which I'm not speaking for anyone.
Right.
It just is that feeling like, how can we get away with doing, like, why is it necessary? You can have an emotional actor that puts himself in the role. And that's probably the extreme of it. Look, I'm still trying to figure out why I don't like it.
And now that you said that, I do think it is more clear to me why culturally we let this one slide. And not to say that I'm agreeing or disagreeing, but I do feel like, at least in my memory, I haven't rewatched that movie, but in my memory, like I still really like it. I haven't watched it in years and years and years. So I'm interested to see how it holds up now. But yeah, you're right. It's a joke about an actor who is so method that he's not doing blackface necessarily. He is, but he's like, and this is me like describing the movie, like he is becoming a black man.
Yeah.
So it's like you're making fun. You're not making fun of black people. You're making fun of method actors.
Yes.
True. I think that's why it works so well.
Yes.
But also, I think it's totally normal for you to feel like that because I feel like, your mindset can change based on new information and new experiences, and like same shit with like shit that was really good in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s that everyone loved. Looking back at it, it's just like, oh fuck.
Yes.
But what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I had that fucking experience recently with a Dr. Dre song, and I have it with a lot of rap songs that I really like. When they use the F word for gay people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was rampant in the fucking rap community. And now when I fucking listen to it, I'm just like, oh fuck, I cringe, I stutter. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll have to recalibrate eventually. But I am glad that you brought that up. I'll have to recalibrate for sure. But like right now, at this date, at this time, in the world that we live in, like I will never say that word. But I do think that like, and again, when I say the term, I'm not thinking of that word, but something about the term F word for gay people is still
so funny
to me.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like, I'm sure I'll have to like figure that out, but I don't know, man. It's not a loophole or it's not a way around. I'm not trying to like get around it, but I'm just saying like, it's still right. I don't know. It doesn't feel.
It is hitting that level of the N-word though. It is.
Yeah.
Like, just culturally. I'm not talking about obviously the history, because one's worse than the other. You know what I mean? But culturally, it is hitting that level. Like Andrew Scholes, every time he says it on his flagrant podcast, they have to bleep it out.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, so even the most flagrant people that are known for being flagrant can't say this word.
Yeah.
And it's behind a paywall if you hear it.
Well, it's like you can say the phrase the N-word.
Yeah.
But so like, the F word for gay people is kind of like that. It's like, but I don't know. It's like, cause it's not, I'm not saying it's like the N word, no. But I'm saying like, I don't know. It's just interesting to me that like, I don't know. I know I have no malintent when I say that phrase, not that word. I'm not going to say that word, but when I say F word for gay people, like I don't have any.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's just like that combination of words.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like I get what you're saying. It's just like it's like the same way like non-black people when they use the N-word like in like a social way, they don't have malicious intent. But
yes,
that doesn't mean you should still say it. Like if you're fucking Latino or Asian or white or any fucking ethnicity, don't say the N-word, bro.
Yes.
It's fucking, you look dumb as shit.
Yes.
Yeah, you look dumb.
You look fucking dumb as shit, bro.
And I confided in Melvin that I used to say it a lot.
No, I used to say it, bro. I grew up in South Central. I grew up around all like I was in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
I was an avid sayer of the word, but it was like second nature. But it wasn't until late high school where I was just like, man, I shouldn't be saying this. Like this is probably even like early college. Like, people were, a good friend of mine was just like, Melvin, don't like he broke it down to me in like the most simplest logical way. And I was just like, dude, you're 100% right. Like, I have to carry myself in a better manner. Same with the F word. Mm-hmm. I used to say it. I thought it was like, that was just like a common, like I would replace when I would say like, oh, you fucking idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would just use it, but not, like you say, like not with the intent of like, I wouldn't even think of gay people when I say
and
that.
I remember when people's defense for saying it was like, it's a bundle of sticks in the UK.
Yeah, that's
it's a cigarette in the UK.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude. But then another good friend of mine was just like, hey, my brother is gay, and we suffered a lot because of that. And that word every time I hear it, I get flashbacks of me defending my brother, me getting into fights for my brother, me doing this, me doing that, and it coming from you, like. You're not that person. So like maybe, take it out. And from that day, I don't like being told what to do, but I remember that day I was like, okay, I'll take it out of my vocabulary. And I haven't said it since. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just like that. Yeah. It's just that easy. It's just that easy, dude.
Yeah. And it's like, it's going back to not to say the same thing I've said before, but it's like that shock value and that, like, I always think of like, those OC Riverside kind of that stereotype of those kind of comics who just, and not all of them, but
dude, I hate fucking shock comics, bro. I don't know, something about them, like, it's just like they're just saying shock shit just for shock value, and it's just like, dude, it's not shocking, bro. You look like a fucking idiot. Like, this isn't funny. I don't like it at all. And when a lot of open micers are like that. That's when they're still trying to find their voice. Like, non-black people say the N-word on stage, and they're just like, yeah, homeless guy called me the N. Like, they actually say it, and it's just like, why would you say that, dude? That doesn't add anything to the story. It's a cliche. Like, it's just bad, dude.
I mean, dude, and going back to Tropic Thunder, right? Yes, it's the same type of thing, dude. It's like, because to me, over the years, blackface has become just, especially with all the recent stuff in quarantine that happened with blackface and how it's just not acceptable. And then for some reason, that just seeped into me watching Tropic Thunder last night. Yeah. And then on top of that, with the F word for gay people, my biggest problem, and look, I'm not a psychology guy or whatever you call it. I don't even know what you call them. Psychologist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
I'm a fucking idiot, yeah.
Should we be listening to it?
No, I'm a fucking idiot. But this is my point in me kind of thinking to myself, like, I won't recommend this to another person. Right. And like, I think it's hilarious, but I just won't do it now. I think the movie's hilarious, but the point that got me there was there's no other black characters in the movie. The only other black character in the movie is Al Pacino, and he's not taken seriously, and he's like homophobic about being gay. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I do remember that.
That's actually a very good point.
And that's where, to me, and it was him talking to Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. telling him, like, when I get back, you got a girl, man. I'm doing the urban voice.
All right, Robert Downey Jr.
But saying,
where's
like,
the makeup?
You got a girl back where you at, man. He's like, I'm gonna talk to this, person, Lance, and they're like, what, Lance? And they're like belittling him because he's coming out as gay by accident, And in that scene, I was thinking to myself, like, he's in blackface. It was all coming together. I was like, he's in blackface. He's like a strong character in the movie, but it's a white man as a black character. It is. He's the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah. But it is like that aha moment.
Yeah, Well, what I want to ask you, is like, is this like, what do you guys think of like people who? So with you saw this shit and you're like, oh, I'm not going to recommend this movie to anyone else. This is probably the last time I'm going to watch this even. Yeah. You know what I mean? And now I look at the creators of that movie differently.
Exactly.
What do you think about people like you who do that rather than someone's just like, oh my God, I have to write a blog about this. I have to start a petition to get this taken off of Netflix or whatever streaming platform, whatever. I have to, every movie that Robert Downey Jr. does now, I have to make sure that he doesn't get booked again. Like,
no, I think like you said the point of the Jamie Foxx thing. I think he went through the proper channels and at the time.
Yeah. Well, my question is like, what
about the people writing the articles?
Or like,
those people.
So it's two different people. So it's you and then those people that I mentioned or that I described. So I'm like, what are your opinions on that? Because I don't like.
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Well, go ahead.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. The middle is a fucking tightrope, and people are trying to pull you off that shit. Yeah, like on either side, and it's not okay to be on the tightrope. It's not okay to be down the middle. Which is fucked in my opinion, dude. I try my best to live in the middle. I do not get too excited. I'm neutral about everything. I'll try to think like, what does Joshrardo think? I don't give a fuck what Joe Rogan thinks or anyone else. I like their opinions. I like it kind of, makes my mind go, which is where you start.
Yeah, you like swish it in your mouth. You're like drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you spit it out. Yeah.
All right, stay sober.
Stay sober.
But like to that point and to your point too, like, about being in the middle and everything like that. Like there's so many things I want to say and hopefully I can say them right. But what it is like, I like the conversation we're having because we're all just like you said, we're not smart people. And those people who write those articles, like I think those articles are important because it gets the conversation started. Yeah. But I do find myself not liking the way that they're being spoken about because, it's almost like I'm being attacked or like they're attacking people and they're not. we're all fucking learning and we're all fucking human.
Yeah.
And what I like about the conversation that we've had is that we're all fucking young. Some of us are dumber than I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, one of us is young.
He's the oldest one.
One of us is young.
I'm kidding. But no, I mean, we're not all like, sociology, psychology, majors.
Yeah.
But we're doing our best to fucking learn, and we're doing our best to fucking talk about it, and we're acknowledging that, like, hey, we don't have all the fucking answers. We're not saying, and what I like about it too is, like, hopefully, and I don't think, because I've been listening to you guys too, it's not like we're virtue signaling. It's like we're trying to fucking figure it out.
We're just talking it out. To be honest with you,
we're trying to talk it out. We're trying to be better, and if more people can do this like comfortably, and try to walk, I think it'll be so much better than someone being like, fuck you, you're racist, you're wrong, you're this or that. Like, and I get it, dude. Some people do hurtful things, and like
we're talking about like the science of it. We're talking about like the psychology. We're talking about like the what's going on. We're not saying like, yo, fuck this motherfucker. We have to talk. That's the only way that we can progress and actually find like a nice middle ground for everyone, or a solution to what's going on, is really just talking it out, dude. And we're not, like you're saying, we're not condoning none of this shit, dude. Like, we're fucking heartbroken at some people that they got accused of this shit. We're angry at other people because of shit that they did. But it's right now, it's not a healthy. The climate right now that we're in is not healthy at all.
Yeah, I mean,
not for entertainers and not for audience members.
Yes,
it's not healthy at all.
Yes,
at all,
dude. And the thing I want to bring back to too is what you said about shock comics. You know what I mean? Shock comics are not. They're not. I don't know, but it reinforces in your mind what's not good to say on stage, right? Same with the bloggers, like shock. It's a shock value.
Yeah, like as people who are in the media, your responsibility is to let the people know what's going on, the facts. Once your opinion seeps into your product, that's when, in my opinion, you lose credibility, because it's just like you're no longer a source of information. You're just someone talking.
Yeah. I mean, but also when you're trying to write a paper about one thing, instead of looking at the spectrum of what's happening in that particular case, like with David Dobrik, looking at how terrible he is and everything is terrible about him. Well, why are you even talking about him? You're talking about this guy that's trying to bring smiles to everyone. Yeah. And there is truth there. Like, he did deviate his channel. He used to say the F word for gay people all the time, dude, back in the day. Mm-hmm. Wow. You know what I mean? And like, all that stuff, he's learning from that and becoming a better person. This other thing that happened is terrible, yes, and he should see consequences for that, but to make it all negative is not what's really happening, or what has been happening for the last 10 years that he's been around, And I feel like I said, shock comics make you realize what you shouldn't say on stage, and then shock articles make you see what you should be looking for in people that you idolize. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you should be aware of these things that everyone has, these wants and desires, and some people get it in a fucked up way, dude. And you got to really kind of like look and choose like who you look up to, Like with Bobby Lee, with Tiger Belly, with Bad Friends. I don't know why. I just distance myself from that. Maybe because I'm busy. I'm working on my own thing. But I believe in supporting people that I know, like I'll watch Sleepover with the Pipe Boys. I'll watch the M Word. I fucking edit the M Word. You know what I mean? And supporting those kind of things where I don't know, I feel safer as an audience member to be more, I don't know, what's that word that you subscribe to what you say, or what Daniel and Vince and Lewis say, And I don't know. I feel safer that way. I don't know. And I listen to the Buddy System podcast. They say some wild shit, but, which is like, it's the Riverside comics.
Yeah.
Who's that?
We'll talk about it.
Okay, for sure. My bad.
I listen to a lot of just our level things because I believe in, dude, I want everyone to succeed, man. I don't listen to Volume 1 because I don't fucking like manga and anime, but I would, dude.
It doesn't.
If I
mean, a lot of people watch it. Very successful.
Yeah. If I enjoyed manga and anime, I wouldn't go to, what's a big one?
You know what's funny? There's really not a lot of them.
He's a big one, dude. So I wouldn't listen to him.
There's really not a lot of it. There's one called Trash Taste that's like an anime podcast.
See, like huge. I would listen to Volume 1. I wouldn't listen to Trash Taste. Because you get stuck in this illusion that you're one of these people now. Like I'm Andrew, I'm Bobby. When really I'm thinking about how I'm gonna pay for rent. I'm thinking about shit that they don't fucking worry about. And
It's okay.
I know I have to pee so fucking bad.
Can I go?
Yeah, go. You go. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I like
I'm not done either.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
I'm moving in.
Yeah, sleep right here. Come on.
I have no idea what they do with their free time when I'm working. You know what I mean?
So go back to what you're saying about just you listen to all these things to support all these things or
to support people at my level.
Yeah. But there's also, and it's definitely that, but it's like, it's also,
and I think it does have to do with our conversation. Like I said, dude, I know Daniel. I worked with Daniel. I know Vince. I've worked with Vince. Lewis doesn't like to come around a lot, but I know him, you know, I've seen him at Chatterbox all the time.
Yeah.
And I can like not get that Chris D'Elia feeling. You know what I mean? Where I watched every episode of this fool's podcast, never missed one.
Yeah.
You know, and then I find this shit out and I feel, dog, I felt terrible. You know what I mean? I don't know if I kind of said that when we were talking about it when we first found out, but like I felt terrible, dude. I did not want that feeling again, kind of thing. Yeah. And then Tiger Belly with the whole George Floyd thing, and they felt like they were going to get attacked. Yeah. Because of shit they said. And then I was like, I don't want, I want what you guys were doing. Why do you guys feel weird about what you were doing? You know? Mm-hmm. And it made me they lost me as an audience member. Yeah. And I'm just one of hundreds of thousands. I don't care. Like, it's just what I choose to listen to. Bad Friends, I loved Bad Friends because they were hilarious. They're hilarious. Yeah. But then after a certain point, it's just like the same thing that you were saying, like with Bobby freaking out that one episode because they recorded 3 in a day. It's like, dog, what are you guys doing? Like, and then for him apologizing for like lying about stories and shit, like all that stuff kind of came into play where I just stopped listening to them, dude.
I just blocked you guys.
That's the most important part. No, but yeah, dude, it's fucking hard to navigate. Yeah. So I want to just get like, before you go pee. I know. So is it because that you think because you know these people that you know who they really truly are and that they can't really surprise you? Like
exactly.
Is that a part of it? Yes. So like, and I'm not saying that anybody does anything in their spare time that's bad, but if you found out that like, I don't even want to name anybody because they're all friends, but like, and I'm not aware of anybody doing anything, but if you found out that somebody did something that was bad, how would that affect you? I mean, obviously,
I would talk to them on a personal level.
That's true. You have the ability to talk to them.
Yeah, accessibility, and not to humble brag kind of a little bit. Like what we want to do with the M word, because we're a team together working on this. It's not just Melvin, everybody. You know what I mean? There's no, but like we want to shed light on all these different aspects of life. Like the upcoming episode next week is a drag queen. You know. Volume 1 to have an anime, like kind of like a Japanese perspective on things kind of thing. I mean, we talked about a lot of other things.
Yeah, we talked about hentai a lot. None of us are Japanese, but
But you know,
I'd love to go.
We're
love the culture.
And then you know, other people, Don Barris, you know, I forget the other episodes.
Don Barris and
Angus Cloud.
Angus Cloud.
Oh yeah. I gotta pee.
We're talking about like how it gets serious and stuff like that.
Well, just the. Well, he was talking about supporting things on
supporting people that are our level.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's super important. That's super important. Supporting people,
and I'm not trying to put you on the spot either, but like, and feel because my answer is not really. I don't really do that, and I'm interested and curious to talk that out. But I don't want you to feel on the spot. Do you listen to things that are done by people on your level? You do?
Yeah, 100%. I love a sleepover. I watch Joshrardo's episodes all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not on your level. We're a little up. Okay. I'm just kidding.
Damn, dude. I'm not trying to disrespect you and completely annihilate you, but you know, I watch my friend's podcast. I watch their YouTube videos. Yeah, 100%. 100%. One of my friends, his name is Andrew Bensley. He makes music. He just put out a song. He's about to put out an album, but he released a song. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard.
Really?
And like, I have friends who make music, and yeah, it's really good. I love their music, but this song, I don't know if it's because what I was going through these past couple of weeks, but it's resonated with me so much. I've been playing it. I play it like 20 times every day. Wow. For like the past 2 weeks.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it's called No Performance on Spotify by Sleep House. That's his stage name, Sleep House. Like it's like sleep, but with the Z, Sleep House. It's called No Performance. It's one of the most beautiful things any of my friends have ever made. Yeah, the song's so fucking good. I didn't even try. I didn't even mean to plug it in, but to answer your question, awesome. Yes, I love the creations of all my friends. Yes, I love them. I love it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it goes back to what.
Yeah, there's sometimes I don't repost it or post about it, but 100%. I always like it, and I always watch it. I always, you know what I mean? Like, watch hours shit. You know what I mean? Like, always give the watch time to all that shit. Like,
exactly.
I've watched almost every single episode since the first time I met you guys, Joshrardo. Yeah. Every single episode of Joshrardo. You know, some are better than others, but
and that's reflected in the number.
And I text you guys when I really like one. I text you guys. I'm like, dude, that was a great epispisode.
Exactly.
And if I don't text you, then you know.
Wow, you've only texted us once.
I texted you like twice.
We text all the time.
Well, yeah, you guys do. You work together. But yeah, I mean, I think there's some things, and I just want to like be clear about and honest about like. I'm built different, I guess, a little bit in that way. Like
you don't watch.
Truly.
No, yeah.
I don't even like really watching my own stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's not like a dig to anybody. Like, part of me used to rationalize it like, oh, I could just talk to that person if I really want to talk to that person. I don't want to listen to that person, talk about. I could call them and listen to them talk, and I could be a part of the conversation. But I guess it's not even really about that. And it's not that I don't want them to succeed. I do, not with everybody, but with certain people, I do feel sort of, there's like hints and moments of jealousy. And even in people who I don't really know that well, but I know kind of like, just kind of by association.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I'm very susceptible to like social media. Like I fall hard for like people doing really, really well. Like I know that that's not their life all the time, every day, but like I fall for it every time. And the more I'm on it and the more I see, the more down I get. And maybe that's something I got to figure out. But like I start comparing myself, and I don't know, man. I just like, when I start to go down that rabbit hole, it's not healthy. So what I do is I just like, again, again, not even my own stuff I don't even really like to watch, but I'm kind of cheering from the sidelines, and I do want some people to succeed. And truthfully, I want it to be harder for some people to succeed than others. And that's a human thing in me. And that's not even with friends. Like that's with like, again, those people who you kind of meet in comedy.
The buddy system.
And not even, I wasn't even thinking,
it sounds punchline.
It's a joke, but I was thinking of like one person in particular, and it's stupid. Anyway, but I just want to be. This doesn't make me look in the best light, but I just want to be honest.
That's cool that you're being honest about that, because a lot of people aren't honest like that. A lot of people say, "Yeah, I support," but are fucking haters on the sideline. And you're not a hater. You're not a hater, but you're just like you don't like the way it makes you feel.
Mm-hmm. And dude, I don't know what it is. And again, like I fall into this trap of like, comparing myself.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying,
especially
especially with social media. Everyone's posting their highlights. No one's posting, fucking. I mean, like the M word, bro. Like we just started. It's like pretty stressful. It's not stressful compared to a lot of shit that I've been through. Like with my app, dude. There's moments where I fucking break down, bro. I get in tears. I want to fucking, like you say, jump off my studio roof, like, you know what I mean? But like, but everyone sees like the shiny glamour and shit. But like, it should like it all. I got into Joel. So with Joel, I got into we got into a deep conversation talking about this, where it's just like, it's like if it's like with you guys. If I'm doing the M word and it's going really good, and then I have my app, and then you guys get picked up on Hulu, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, dude, that's what's up. Like, I love those guys, and I'm so happy for them, and they're my boys, and like, dude, like that means I'm next. If they did it, I did, because I'm in that circle. We have similar work ethics. We have similar, like, you know what I mean? Similar energies. I'm next, bro. And then boom, you know what I mean? Like, you use that as fuel. But if I didn't have shit going on, if I was a fucking loser, if I was just reminiscing on my past and like my glory days and shit like that, I wasn't doing jack shit. And then you guys get picked up on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's science, bro. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Why them? I'm funnier than them, bro. If I started my own podcast, it would blow up. It would fucking da-da-da-da. And like, that's where it comes from. It's like insecurities and shit like that. And like, and like a lot of people should use that as like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like fuel kind of, you know what I mean?
And I want to make my one last point too. And then I don't want to derail the conversation, but like, I do want to say like, I can be a hater, but what I'll never do, at least what I'm very conscious of like not doing, is no matter how much I like or dislike somebody, I never wish for anybody to not succeed at what they want to succeed at. Like, even right now, when I said what I said, like, it was accidental second nature for me to say like,
Dude,
I want them to succeed, but I want it to take a little bit longer.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
so glad that you're being so open because more people should be like you. Like you should unfollow people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? It's important. It's almost vital for you to unfollow people that don't make you feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they post shit, like it's so important because like I unfollow people all the time where it's just like I'm not being, you know, I'm not on some hater shit, but I'm like, oh, every time I see them post, I get like a
visceral reaction.
and it's negative.
Dude.
And I don't want social media to be like, I don't want my timeline to be like that.
Yeah.
I want to see the new Joshrardo clip. I want to see the new Sleepover clip. I want to see my friend releasing his new single. I want to see, you know what I mean? I want to see this shit that's just like, dude, my team's winning. My homies are winning. Bro, like this is inspiring. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in bed not doing shit and then I see a Joshrardo clip that's fucking hilarious, or I see my friend's music, I'm like, dude, I haven't done shit all day today.
Yeah,
Let me go right.
Right.
I'm gonna drive to my studio and I'm just gonna film some shit. If I like it, if I like it, I'll post it. If I don't, then it's practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes back to the point you said earlier about how toxic this mainstream culture is. And it's just comforting to me to know that you got so many things to listen to, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like just people that you could touch like today. Yeah. Like I can call fucking the Completely Useless podcast and hang out with them, go get Chipotle, you know what I mean? And to hear the work they're doing and talk to them at Chipotle, like, yo, it would be so funny if you guys did this. And like having that, I don't know, we kind of control our own little atmosphere we have. This is everyone that is under our umbrella of like friends and stuff. Yeah. Like we need to bring each other up and not, I mean, you could listen to whatever you want to, you know what I mean? I'm not, this is my thinking. I'm talking to myself when I say like, we shouldn't, I should not be supporting these guys that made it, dude. They made it and they chose to use one of the platforms that we can take as a new generation, and they're making it their own now instead of just accepting the fact that they had their highlights, they had their time, you know. Yeah. And I look at, and if to also speak on what you're saying, if you're a fucking comedian and saying you miss comedy and haven't done anything, I feel bad for you. I'm not gonna say that you're fucking not doing anything. It's just like, dude, I can never do that.
Yeah, And you know, a lot of people like, dude, like. Yeah. A lot of people probably think like that with you, Josh. Like they see you doing like awesome Joshrardo and the one podcast. They probably feel insecure seeing your shit. You know, so it's just like different levels. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of glad. Like, so what you said, there's a lot of shit that I don't watch from my peers. Yeah. But I think like what you say as well. Like you have to work at building your atmosphere, your peers, your circle. Yeah. It's not just gonna happen. You're not just one day you're gonna wake up and then your best friend. Like you're gonna be best friends with the next Kevin Hart, and you know, good friends with the next Amy Schumer, and then good friends with like, you know what I mean? Yeah. With the Hannibal Buress, like that's not gonna be your writing partner. No, you have to go out and fucking build that community, build that network. Yeah. And I feel like with me, like I've built that network year after year after year after year to finally where I'm just like, damn, all my friends and everywhere I look, there's winners. There's people that I'm a fan of. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of Joshrardo. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I watch it because I fucking love you guys. Like, you guys are hilarious and you guys' chemistry is like top tier. And the way, even if the guest is less than, you guys carry that shit. Mm-hmm. So that's why. So, like, if you guys weren't good at what you did, I wouldn't watch Joshrardo. I wouldn't text you guys, dude, that episode was good. But, like, that's why I feel, and I feel like, a couple years ago, I was in your situation where I'm like, no, I don't want to watch my peers shit because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to watch people that I look up to and, you know, like, and that I admire and that I'm a fan of. But I think it switched after I started becoming fans of my friends, you know?
Exactly. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. And I do want to let you both know that, like, I mean, I don't feel judged by either one of you. But I also do think that, like, what you, and I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like, I am a fan of my friends, but like, I just like, I have a different way of showing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do think truly what you guys do and how you guys are even speaking about it is like a quality that's like, I find it admirable. And I think it's like an awesome thing. Yeah. And I don't feel judged by either one of you.
No, yeah, we're not. Whatever. Because what you're saying, I feel like it's like a science kind of thing. Like, it's not on some like emotional shit. It's like some science shit. Like the same way some comedians never watch anything that they make. Yeah. Or there's other comedians who watch their shit 100 times before they release it. or they watch 100 times after it gets released because they're just like so concentrated on.
To that point too, there's a lot of comics who say, whether it's right or wrong, there's a lot of comics who say like, I don't watch stand-up specials. Like I don't watch anybody's stand-up specials because I don't want to be influenced or whatever. But I don't know how much battery time we got, but I have one more thing I want to say.
Yeah, we have like 2%.
Okay, I want to touch on this really quick, but you brought it up and we kind of moved past it. But the haven't done anything during the quarantine.
Oh yes, yes.
I think the way you worded it right now was perfect, but it's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. I can't really. I mean, I guess I just can't really feel that bad for you, and it's hard for me to believe. I'm not saying that I don't believe you, but it's hard for me to believe that you love it as much as you say you do. The performance aspect of it or whatever, if you just haven't done not one single thing. Yeah. And I don't care if that one single thing has been going live on Instagram at
I was just about to say that.
Every Friday, in your outside. I don't care what that thing is. Yeah. But if you haven't done nothing, I don't know, man.
Like I said, I feel bad for them because, but the first instinct that when we had this conversation before, we talk about this shit all the time. People that aren't doing anything. It's just like, I don't understand it. But the first instinct I had was like, I felt like I wasted time watching you or putting anything into your performances ever. It was just like you were there because you didn't have anywhere else to go to. You didn't have like a fucking local bar that you were friends with everyone there or something and you needed that. But you wasted my fucking time, you know? It's wasted stage time to me. And then like, I mean, that's something I think I'm derailing here.
Sorry. Well, no, you're not. But also what I think it is more than what you're saying too is like that. But like, how am I supposed to, like, let's use you as an example. Like, how am I supposed to watch Melvin on stage after this? Like,
exactly.
How am I, I don't know. I just take you a little less seriously. Yeah. And that's like, sounds mean to say and whatever. I'm whatever, but like,
it's honest.
It's
dude.
honest.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Honest,
I get what you're saying.
It's honest, man. Like, it's honest. Like and it's already kind of happened, so people are going back and doing the thing and that they have, or even people saying that they want to come back. And it's just like, it's the people who haven't done anything. And I'm like, and again, that thing could literally be fucking anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
A perfect example, go live every Friday on fucking Instagram.
Yeah, that's like the least that you can do.
I miss seeing people bomb, dude.
I need it. I mean, literally. And I just feel like it's going to be hard for me to watch those people and to be like, oh man, I don't know.
Well, hey, I just want to say before, like, in case this cuts out right now, like, dude, sorry for maybe if this is different than what you expected, like. Oh, dude, you know me. I'm always down for whatever, bro.
We
took a little bit of your recipe with the M word and
sprinkled it in.
I'm gonna sue you, bro.
No, I think
took a little bit of M and put it on the beef.
Because you wanted to have us on, but I thought like it would be interesting. I don't think we really offered anything with as far as like aspects of life compared to manga. You know what I mean? And I thought it would be cool to have you here and kind of do what you do at the M-word,
This is our version of that.
Exactly.
That's what this episode should be called.
Yeah, our version of the M-word.
Just the M-word.
Or
the M-word,
the real M-word.
The real M-word, yeah. M-word for gay people.
And that's a funny joke.
Yes.
And that's the thing, man. Just be creative about your jokes, man. Don't get up there and just say fucking words that are going to shock people.
But I want to thank you, dude. I didn't know how you were going to feel about us doing like all this kind of stuff. We're doing it. Obviously, we don't have to tell you now, but Joshrardo's a little different.
We tried a lot of new stuff right now. A lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
Leave your challenges in the whatever comment section you're seeing this in.
Yeah.
Be positive in the comment section the same way here.
But I just want to say thank you, Melvin.
Dude, no, thank you guys for. I'm always so fucking excited to come here. Like every time you guys hit me up, it's like always like a week in advance. Yeah. I think about it the whole week. I'm just like, man, can't wait to make that 3-hour drive out to the fucking studio and just have a great time. And just have a good time.
Yeah, dude.
And just have a real good time. And the studio looks fucking fantastic. And I'm excited that you guys are back.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you, man. And speaking of being back, we're trying a lot of different things. Yeah. Bear with us. Help support us if you fucking care and like us.
Tell us what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah. And dude, we'll open up a dialogue. We'll figure it out. And we'll work with...
okay, open up the dialogue, fool. All right. Wait to call back to the very first episode.
I forget that you guys hate that very
way to call back
phrase.
to the most viewed Joshrardo episode.
All right.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll open up a dialogue and we'll figure out what you guys like, what we like, and we'll create something dope.
Yes. Discord coming soon. Patreon.
Everything
coming
comes.
Wow, damn, they're doing it, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
what's up.
And we're not, dude. We're gonna do that with the M word too, baby.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yes,
Fuck
so
yeah.
get ready.
Subscribe to the M word. Just you Google me, and then I'll come up.
Or we.
It'll be Joshrardo.
Yeah, Joshrardo, and then all my work from the past 7 years. But Joshrardo, and then all my work. Yeah. Cool.
Everything I worked super hard on.
Yeah.
And then Joshrardo up top.
But yeah, it's a talk show. It's called the M Word. It's on YouTube. Fucking Jerry Bear does more than just lights and sound. You're basically a producer. You're like an executive producer.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's fun, dude.
Yeah, and he elevated the product, the production to like a whole nother level. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's
beautiful.
Fucking. It's really fun.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
have
really
Josh
cool.
on the
7th.
He'll be on. Yeah, he'll be on in about 2-3 weeks. It's a very, very powerful episode. I hope you guys watch it. And yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's really cool. I don't watch every episode, but I do see the clips and I do like it. And it's
He watches
awesome.
me edit too.
Yeah.
No, it's something, dude. We're on to something. Joshrardo and the M Word are on to something.
Fuck yeah,
On
dude.
to something, dude. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching and
Thank
listening
you.
and all
If
that.
you made it
good
this
stuff.
far, thank you so much. Leave us a review on the Libsyn or whatever it's called.
iTunes,
podcast.
Google Play, everywhere. Just, like Gerardo said, the people who made it, they already made it.
Yeah.
Help support some people who are
exactly. Let's
are
make
out
this
there.
the third most viewed Joshrardo episode. That way I'm top three.
Top
Yeah,
three.
Gold, silver, and bronze.
Hey.
We'll see you later.
Well, yeah, and that's a new thing that we're trying to, and we're workshopping that. And we're for sure workshopping that. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Alrighty, y'all. Damn, dude.
Wow, that was cool. How long was that?
2.5 hours.
That's what's up, dude. And you only use 30 minutes of that.